Hello, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, and welcome back to our time for adventures, Diecast Monster Truck Racing. For the next couple of weeks, we have some very special races because here at the track today, we have 36 Diecast Monster Trucks that were custom built and sent to us all the way from Australia. Check out these customs. Down there in Australia, they have MonsterJam Hustlers Australia, which is a Facebook page dedicated to MonsterJam monster trucks, and a lot of their fans have custom made these trucks to send here to our time for adventures for one awesome Down Under tournament. These trucks look incredible, and I cannot wait to show you all the trucks and meet their builders. We have 32 trucks sent in by custom builders and fans, 4 trucks sent in by the family that runs the page, and 4 trucks from our time for adventures here for a total of 36 trucks in this tournament. This is going to be absolutely incredible. Each of these 4 tournaments will consist of 16 trucks starting out each race, and 8 of the fastest trucks in each tournament will move on into the next round until we get to race number 4, where 8 of the fastest trucks of these custom builders will race 4 of the Our Time for Adventures trucks and 4 of the MonsterJam Hustlers trucks. This is going to be one wild tournament, and you guys got to stick around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to get each race each week. Here is the first 16 trucks that are going to hit the track in race number 1. All 16 trucks are from Australia. No Our Time for Adventures trucks in this one, but check out these trucks. What do you say we meet all of these custom builders one by one and check out these awesome creations? Let's do it. And the first competitor in this tournament was built by Raphael, who is 3 years old, from Central Coast, Australia. This is LeChunk. And check out that awesome use of that son of a digger body. Love the primary colors and the paint scheme all over the sides. This truck is so cool looking. I cannot wait to see this one hit the track and go through the loops. And up next, built by Dissel, who is 13 years old, from Geelong, Australia, this is Silver Digger. This whole truck is painted silver with a blue roll cage, and it's got racing decals. This one's definitely ready to hit the track. It looks fast just sitting here, but we'll see how fast that silver streak can go down the track here shortly. Love this paint scheme. Up next, built by Bryce Reeves from Victoria, Australia, you're looking at Shark Bite. And this is one of the coolest paint schemes we've seen here so far on a Megalodon body. Love the white, black, and gray on this shark. And if this is what the shark looks like down in Australia, remind me to stay out of the water when I go visit. Love this truck. This next truck was submitted by James, who is 3.5 years old, from New South Wales, Australia. Check out Explosion. This truck's bringing some dynamite, and it's ready to blow up the track and maybe even the competition. Love the black paint scheme with the orange and purple spatters. It's a great color combination. We'll see this truck in the race shortly. Next up, built by Ebony, who is 38 years old, from Victoria, Australia, you're looking at Evil Pegasus. With the blacked out body, wheels, and chassis, those custom made Pegasus wings mounted to that horsepower body, this is one awesome looking truck ready to fly down the track. Can't wait to see it run. This next entry was submitted by Harris, who is 4 years old, from Goulburn, Australia. This is Earth Slayer 2.0. And it's funny that this is 2.0 because a while back we had Earth Slayer 1.0 right here on our channel for a kids race. These trucks look incredible, and I can't wait to see it hit the track. And moving right along to a truck built by Pearl, who is 10 years old, from Victoria, Australia. This is Bubblegum Bakugan, and that's such a fitting name for this awesome paint scheme. With the light blue, pink, and purple colors on this truck, it definitely looks like some bubblegum all over Bakugan. Such a great design and cool paint scheme for this custom. Up next is an entry built by Ryan, who is 13 years old, from New South Wales, Australia. This is Crimson Monster, and I love the paint scheme on this truck with the black, red, and gray on that black chassis and blacked out wheels and tires. This one looks like it's ready to attack and take down the competition. Somebody answer me, do all the sharks in Australia have red eyes? Next up is a truck built by Cody, who is 3 years old, from New South Wales, Australia. This is Gingerhead Man. Built off a Mohawk Warrior body with the blacked out paint scheme, orange chassis and beadlocks, and the bright orange hair to match. This is an awesome looking truck, and love the smiley face on the back, smiling as it goes past the competition. Next up, we have an entry from Grayson Potter, who is 4 years old from Silverdale, Australia. This is the Morris, and this one features a custom-made and hand-built Yeti plastic body on a bright yellow, green, and blue chassis with those big old eyeballs and awesome-looking hairdo. This truck is ready to head towards the finish line. I'm sure it can see it coming. This next truck submitted by Jim Clark from New South Wales, Australia. This is Monaco Monster, and this is one cool creation using that Hot Wheels old school F1 car mounted to a monster truck chassis. This thing looks incredible with those big old monster truck tires on that little body, but we'll see if this one can handle all the jumps and corners here today. Up next, built by Lily Nass, who is 18 years old from Geelong, Australia. This is MonsterJam Flower Truck, and I love the paint scheme on this awesome looking Soldier Fortune truck with the silver, pink, and blue. This truck just sets it off, and I cannot wait to see how this one does here in the tournament. Will it be as fast as it is good looking? We'll find out soon. Next up, we have an awesome truck built by James, who is 4 years old from Western Australia. This is Pokemon, and it looks like Pikachu is strapped in and ready to drive this Pokemon truck up through the loops and over the obstacles. This is going to be awesome. What a great looking custom with the yellow body and red tires to set it off. I can't wait to see this run. And up next, built by Jody Savage, who is 44 years old from Western Australia. This is Vegemite. And I will be honest, I did not know what Vegemite was when we got this truck. I did have to Google it, but this is an awesome looking paint scheme, and I love the toast in the back of this truck. This one's ready to deliver some breakfast and some speed. Next up, from Nikki and Matt from New South Wales, Australia, this is Grey Nomad. And check out all the items in the back of this truck and even up on the roof. Super cool looking and clean with its silver and black paint scheme, black chassis, and gray wheels. This is an awesome looking truck, and we're honored to have it here on Our Time for Adventures. And this submission was built by Willow, who is 7 years old from Victoria, Australia. This is Pastel Pop Crustacean. And I think Spin Master should take a little note here because this paint job is awesome. I love the pastel colors all over the body and even the tire treads. This truck is ready to lay some color on the track. All right, racing fans, there you have it. The first 16 trucks here to run on our track for the Australia tournament. These trucks look absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see how they do running down the double loop track. Which trucks do you like the best, and which trucks do you think will move on? Let's take a look at today's racing bracket and see how the races will lay out. And heading up to the starting line first for today's event, we have the Morris taking on MonsterJam Flower Truck. Earthslayer 2.0 will be racing Pastel Pop Crustacean. Sharkbite will be facing Monaco Monster. Then we have Silver Digger taking on Grey Nomad. Evil Pegasus will be racing Vegemite. Followed by Explosion taking on Bubblegum Dragonoid. Then Crimson Monster will be racing LeChunk. And finally, Pokemon will be going head-to-head with Gingerhead Man. This is an awesome lineup here for this Australia Custom Builders Tournament. Let's head up to the starting gates now and get these awesome races started. And up first to the line, we have the Morris in the orange lane taking on the MonsterJam Flower Truck. Let's go racing! Gate drops and we're off for round number one, and it's the Morris pulling away, coming down the ramp into the loops, but the Flower Truck's right there back by it. Big jump from both trucks. The Flower Truck's running down the Morris over the back obstacle. They go off to the side to avoid collision, and the Morris takes the win. Wow! The Morris made it to the line first. The Flower Truck with some issues hits that side obstacle and doesn't make it to the line. Let's take another look from the track cam. As the green flies and the gate drops here for the first matchup, both trucks are fast out of the gate, but the Morris starts to pull away just a little bit coming down the ramp as they go inverted. The Flower Truck's not done, has a nice jump down the power boost ramp. Both trucks go to the left. The Flower Truck hits that side ramp and stops as the Morris takes the win. Awesome race. Well, viewers, that was the first matchup of 64 rounds of racing here for this 4-race tournament. And in that one, it's the Morris taking the win, being the first truck to move on into the next round. What a great race. Now let's head back up to the starting line because we got 2 more lined up and ready to go. And up next to the line, we have Earthslayer 2.0 in the orange lane, taking on Pastel Pop Crustacean in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go, and it's Earthslayer 2.0 with a huge hole shot coming down the ramp into the loops, about 4 or 5 truck lengths ahead. Huge jump down the power boost ramp over the back obstacles, has problems at the line, but takes the win. Wow! That truck was so fast out of the gate and through the loops. That was incredible. Pastel Pop Crustacean with a little bit of issue on the landing goes off to the side of the obstacle with the wreck. Let's take another look. Coming down the ramp, watch that orange lane close. It's Earthslayer 2.0 putting the power down, pulling away with an early lead. Super fast as it goes upside down with a huge jump down the power boost ramp over the back obstacle and flips, but barely gets to the line. Wow! Well, viewers, that Pastel Pop Crustacean is an awesome looking truck and love the name. But here today, taking the racing win, it's Earthslayer 2.0 moving on into the next round. So we'll see more of that truck soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got 2 more trucks waiting on us. Alright, viewers, up next in the orange lane, we have Sharkbite taking on Monaco Monster in the blue lane. What a matchup. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Both trucks fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp. Monaco Monster pulling away as it goes upside down, extremely fast through the loops with a big jump, and Sharkbite trying to catch up. Monaco Monster flies across the back to take the win and lands upside down after the backflip ramp. Wow. What a run from both of these trucks. Sharkbite itself had a super fast run, but just couldn't quite keep up. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate, watch that blue lane in this matchup. That Monaco Monster with that F1 car really fast coming through the loops. I wasn't sure how it would do as a monster truck, but has a huge jump, flies over the back obstacle and takes the win. What an awesome matchup. You know, fans, growing up as a kid, my favorite colors were white, silver, and black, so I really like this truck. But in this matchup, it is the Monaco Monster taking the win, moving on into the next round. That F1 car monster truck was flying. We'll see more of it shortly, but now let's head back up to the starting gate and see what the next pair can do. And up next to the starting gate, we have the silver matchup with Silver Digger in the orange lane taking on Gray Nomad in the blue lane. Let's go racing. They're wheel to wheel as the gate drops, coming down the ramp, picking up speed, going through the loops. They're side by side as they go inverted, where Gray Nomad starts to pull away down the power boost ramp. Silver Gray Digger catching up, but Gray Nomad already takes the win. Wow, what a close matchup. Gray Nomad attempted a backflip there at the end to celebrate the victory, but couldn't quite pull it off. And what a run from Silver Digger. Let's take another look from the track cam. Alright, fans, keep your eye on them close coming out of the gate because this is the closest race we've seen. They're wheel to wheel coming down the ramp. Look at them as they go upside down. Big jump from both trucks where Gray Nomad starts to pull away over the back obstacle. Silver Digger catching up, but it's too late. Gray Nomad takes the win. What an awesome matchup from these 2 gray colored and silver colored trucks. That was awesome. They were like streaks flying down the track, but it's Gray Nomad getting to the line first to move on into the next round of racing. Great job from that truck. Now let's head back to the starting gate because we can't keep those trucks waiting. And check out this matchup, fans. We have the Evil Pegasus in the orange lane taking on Vegemite in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag and we're off. Both trucks fast out of the gate, but Vegemite starting to pull away, coming down the ramp super fast as it goes upside down. Evil Pegasus catching up. That truck's really flying, but has problems and flips. Vegemite takes the win and tries a backflip at the end of the track. Wow. That Evil Pegasus was so fast coming through the loops, gained about 2 or 3 truck lengths, but had problems there at the back jump. It's Vegemite taking the win. Let's take another look again. As they come out of the gate, watch Vegemite pulling away in that blue lane, but Evil Pegasus is flying through those loops as it enters with a big jump, hard landing, but I think with the top heavy wing starts to flip and allows Vegemite the win. What a run. With so many awesome customs submitted for this tournament, it's really hard to pick 2 favorites, but these 2 are definitely at the top of my list. I love the creation of both of these trucks. In this one, it's Vegemite moving on into the second round, so we'll see more of that truck here shortly. Now let's head back up to the starting gate and see what the next 2 can do. And here we go with Explosion racing out of the orange lane, taking on Bubblegum Bakugan in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Gate drops and we're off, and it's Bubblegum Bakugan pulled away, coming down the ramp, going through the loops with a little lead, but Explosion not done, has a huge jump. Oh, Bakugan flips, Explosion passes over the back obstacle and takes the win. Whoa. What a come from behind victory from Explosion. That truck really exploded with some speed out of the loops and caught Bakugan flipping down the track. What a run. Let's take another look at this wild pass at the end from the track cam. As the green flag flies, it's Bubblegum Bakugan popping out of the gate with some speed, coming down the ramp, pulling away by about a truck length. But Explosion's not done, trying to keep up right at the back, but Bakugan with a huge jump, nose wheelie, and flips as Explosion passes for the win. What a wild run. That was an awesome start to that race from that Bubblegum Bakugan. That truck was flying out of the gate, but Explosion passes over the back obstacle to be the first to the line to move on into the next round. What a wild matchup. Way to go, Explosion. We'll see you here soon, but now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got more to run now. And up next to the starting line, we have Crimson Monster in the orange lane taking on LeChunk in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag gate drops, and here we go. It's LeChunk with the little hole shot coming out of the gate, down the ramp, pulling away, coming through the loops as they go inverted. Crimson Monster's not done. Down the power boost ramp, put the power down, catching up at the line. I'm not sure which truck won. Wow, that was a close race. LeChunk had a great hole shot with the lead coming down the ramp, going through the loops as they went upside down, but Crimson Monster put the power down over the power boost ramp, and we're gonna have to go to the track cam in slow-mo to see who won. As the gate drops, watch how fast that truck is in the blue lane. Super fast coming down the ramp as it goes inverted. But off the loop jump, it's Crimson Monster with the big jump, lands on the power boost ramp, starts to power down the ramp, and at the line it is Crimson Monster getting there by a tire. Wow, what a run and a come from behind victory. That was awesome. Well, race fans, they say it's not over until it's over, and with a huge come-from-behind victory, it's Crimson Monster taking the win, moving on into the second round of racing here in this matchup. What a run from that truck. We'll see more of it soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gate because we got the last matchup of the first round, and let's see who's moving on. Alright viewers, we have Pokemon racing out of the orange lane, taking on Gingerhead Man in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, they're wheel-to-wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp, they're side-by-side as they go upside down through the loops. Big jump from both trucks, and Gingerhead Man starts the nose over and flips over the obstacle, and Pokemon takes the win. Wow! Pokemon ends up upside down on top of Pikachu at the end of the track, and Gingerhead Man with a big crash. What a run! Let's take another look from the track cam. You'll see here, this is a close race out of the gate, all the way down the ramp, over the loops. It's awesome side-by-side action. Huge jump from both trucks. Gingerhead Man starts to flip, and Pokemon takes the win. What a race. Those two trucks right there put on some of the closest racing we've seen here so far in this tournament. That was awesome. And in this side-by-side matchup, it is Pokemon taking the win to move on into the next round. And speaking of next round, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out the trucks moving on into the second round of racing? Okay, we're halfway through race number 1 of this 4-race tournament, and these 8 trucks we're about to meet will be the first 8 trucks moving into the 3rd race of this tournament. But we gotta find out which one's gonna win here today. Let's meet them. We have the Morris taking on Monaco Monster, followed by Earthslayer 2.0 and Gray Nomad. Then up next we have Vegemite and Crimson Monster. And finally, rounding out this lineup, we have Explosion and Pokemon. These are the fastest 8 trucks here so far, and which one of these will make it on into the semi-final round for their chance at the top podium spot here in this matchup? Let's head back up to the starting gates now and find out who it's gonna be. Alright fans, up first to the track, we have the Morris in the orange lane taking on Monaco Monster in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, and it's Monaco Monster with the big hole shot, pulling away down the ramp, going through the loops, super fast through the loops, and look at that air down the power boost ramp over the back obstacle, keeps pulling away and takes the win. Wow, that car is fast. Or is it a monster truck? I'm not sure. A Formula 1 car on top of a monster truck chassis, but it sure knows how to navigate this track. The Morris is an awesome looking custom, but didn't have the speed in this one. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate, it's all Monaco Monster all the way. Pulling away, coming down the ramp, extremely fast through the loops with a huge jump. Lands on the power boost ramp and keeps pulling away, coming over the line and takes the win with an attempted backflip. What an awesome race. The custom body and hairdo on the Morris is such a cool creation. Love that truck. But in this matchup, it is the Monaco Monster taking the win, being the first truck to move into the semi-final round. That truck is so fast. Now let's head back up to the starting gate for the next pair and see what truck will be joining it. And up next to the starting line, we have Earthslayer 2.0 taking on Gray Nomad. What a matchup. Let's go racing. And here we go as they put the power down. It's Earthslayer 2.0 pulling away, coming through the loops. Look at him go upside down. Big jump from Earthslayer. Starts to slow up a little over the back obstacle. Gray Nomad catching up, but Earthslayer gets to the line first. What a run from that truck. Upside down in the present state in the truck. That's always a plus. Both of these trucks carrying an awesome package all the way to the line, but it's Earthslayer taking the win. Let's watch it again. Coming down the ramp, it's Earthslayer 2.0 in the orange lane, pulling away by about 1-2 truck lengths as it comes through the loop. Big jump and smooth landing down the power boost ramp, continues to power away and takes that win. What an awesome matchup. Tell you what, these two custom monster trucks have some awesome builders to be able to carry packages like that and not dump them after a wreck. Earthslayer 2.0 takes this win and moves on into the semi-final round, so we'll see more of that truck here shortly. But now we got 2 more lined up at the starting gate waiting for us to go, so let's head back up there now. And up next to the line, we have Vegemite in the orange lane taking on Crimson Monster in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag gate drops and we're off, and it's Vegemite this time with the whole shot coming out of the gate down the ramp super fast as it goes upside down. Big jump, but Crimson Monster down the power boost ramp catching up again. Tries to take the win at the line, and it's Vegemite taking this one. Crimson Monster tried the same tactic as in the last round, getting the win right there at the end, but didn't quite work out in this one. Let's take another look from the track cam. Okay, here we go. As soon as the gate drops, it's Vegemite out of the gate with the big hole shot coming down the ramp. About 1 or 2 truck lengths ahead going through the loops, but watch Crimson Monster. Same as last race, lands on that power boost ramp, puts the power down, tries to steal the win at the line, but Vegemite gets there first. Awesome matchup here from these two beautiful custom monster trucks, and Vegemite gets to the line to take the win. Moving on into the semi-final round of racing. What a race from that truck. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next one because we got 2 more ready to go. And up next, we have Explosion racing out of the orange lane, taking on Pokemon in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Gate drops and we're off, and it's Pokemon with the lead coming down the ramp into the loop super fast as they both go upside down. Big jump. Oh, Explosion lands hard, slap wheelie over the back obstacle and can't hold the landing. Pokemon takes the win. Wow, what a wild matchup. Pokemon was extremely fast, but it's Explosion with an explosive freestyle run for the fans. That was awesome. Way to go from that truck. Let's take another look at that one from the track cam. All right, viewers, keep your eyes on them as the gate drops. It's Pokemon pulling out an early lead coming down the ramp into the loops, but Explosion has an extremely fast loop with a big jump. Nice slap wheelie on the landing, goes into a wheelie over the back obstacle, can't quite hold it, and Pokemon for the win. What a wild battle here in the final round from those two trucks. That was awesome. Pokemon gets to the line first, and we'll move on into the semifinals. And you know, speaking of moving on into the semifinals, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out the trucks that are moving on in this tournament? Okay, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, make sure to hit that subscribe button because this is only race number 1 of 4 from these Australian customs sent halfway around the world just to race here on Our Time for Adventures. And we've got some awesome racing coming up after this tournament as well, but these trucks look absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, moving on into the semifinals, that means 12 trucks have already been eliminated from this matchup. But they're great looking over here in the pits, and I'm sure the fans love seeing them. Be sure to find both Our Time for Adventures and MonsterJam Hustlers Australia on Facebook and let everyone know which custom is your favorite in these tournaments. We would love to hear from all of our fans. Now, the trucks moving on, the first 2 are going to be Monaco Monster and Vegemite. And then we have Earthslayer 2.0 and Pokemon. These are the fastest 4 trucks here so far in this tournament, and they're heading into the semifinals for their chance at the top podium spot. Let's get these races started. Okay, first up for the semifinals, we have Monaco Monster in the orange lane taking on Vegemite in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp there side by side as they go through the loops, upside down, big jump from both trucks. It's a close race. Down the power boost ramp, Vegemite goes sideways and Monaco Monster takes the win. Wow, what a close run. These two trucks have done great here all day long in this matchup, and they're side by side most of that race. That was awesome. Let's take another look from the track cam and check it out again. As the green flag flies and the gate drops on this one, they're wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp, picking up speed. They're super fast wheel to wheel as they go through the loops, door to door, down the power boost ramp where Vegemite starts having problems. The Monaco Monster takes the win. What an awesome race from 2 beautiful looking customs. All right, viewers, that was a close race, the first half of that track. That was an awesome battle. But in this one, it is Monaco Monster taking the win to move on into the finals, and Vegemite will have to race one more time to try to secure 3rd place in this tournament. Now, let's head back up to the starting gate and see what other truck will be moving on into the final round. And here we go with the bright yellow matchup. Earthslayer 2.0 in the orange lane taking on Pokemon in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops, here we go. They're once again wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp, picking up speed, going through the loop. Side by side, upside down, close down the power boost ramp where Earthslayer 2.0 crashes and Pokemon takes the win and all the way to the end of the track. Wow, that truck hit that back wall hard, carrying a lot of speed. Super close race once again through the loops and down the power boost ramp where Earthslayer 2.0 started having a little issue. Pokemon takes the win. Let's take a look at the track cam and watch it again. We've had some really close races here so far the first half of this track in this tournament. This one's no different. They're wheel to wheel coming down the ramp, picking up speed. They're door to door as they go through the loops with a big jump. Earthslayer just has a little problem on the landing, spins out and crashes as Pokemon takes the win. What another awesome matchup from these Australian custom monster trucks. In that one, Pokemon takes the win and we'll move on into the finals. Earthslayer 2.0 will face Vegemite one more time to try to secure third place here in this tournament. What do you say we head back on over to the pits one last time and check out the trucks moving on to the finals? These double loops can be tricky for some trucks, but these 4 trucks right here moving on into the finals have done great. Racing for third place, we have Earthslayer 2.0 and Vegemite. And racing for your first place here in this first tournament, we have Monaco Monster and Pokemon. Which one's gonna take the top podium spot here in race number 1 for the Australian tournament? Let's head up to the starting gates now and find out. And here's your third place matchup. We have Vegemite in the orange lane taking on Earthslayer 2.0 in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, and it's Earthslayer 2.0 pulling away, coming down the ramp through the loop, super fast through the loops, but Vegemite has a huge jump trying to catch up down the power boost ramp. Earthslayer gets the win as they get together after the line. Whoa! Little friendly bump there after the line, taking the win. That was awesome. 2 super bright yellow trucks with an awesome matchup here for third place. Let's take another look at this one from the track cam. As the flag flies and the gate drops, it's Earthslayer 2.0 with another fast run coming down the ramp, pulling away by about a truck length. But Vegemite with a huge jump, smooth landing on the power boost ramp, tries to catch up there at the end, but Earthslayer already took the win. What an awesome matchup from these 2 trucks. Well, viewers, that is it. That's your third place matchup. What an awesome race that was, and great performance by both of these awesome customs. It's Earthslayer 2.0 taking third place here in this tournament today. But now it's time for the matchup everybody's been waiting for. That's right, this is your final round. And these 2 trucks have been fast here all day. Who's gonna take the win? We have Monaco Monster in the orange lane taking on Pokemon in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops and they're off, and it's Pokemon with a whole shot lead coming down the ramp, heading to the loop super fast as they go inverted, big jump from both trucks down the power boost ramp. Monaco Monster starts to power away, and now I'm not sure which truck took the win. Wow, that was close. What a final round matchup. We could not ask for a better, closer race than that. We're gonna have to take a look at the track cam and see which truck took the win here in this tournament. Let's take a look at that slow-mo action right now. All right, viewers, this is a great final round matchup. Keep your eye on them close. Coming through the loops, Pokemon has a big lead off of that loop jump. Monaco Monster down the power boost ramp, catching up at the line. It is Monaco Monster by a half of a wheel. What a come from behind victory to take the championship. Wow. Pikachu has really wheeled that monster truck to some extraordinary things here today, but in this tournament, it is Monaco Monster taking the win in the overall top spot in the first round of the Australia tournament. That was an incredible run. Now, what do you say we head on over to the Our Time for Adventure Winter Square and check out all the trucks that deserve to be there? Okay, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, the first of 4 tournaments is in the books, and all of these custom monster trucks look incredible. I wish they could all take a top podium spot. I'm gonna have a tough time sending these all back to Australia. Thank you to all of our fans who built and sent these trucks in for us to race here on Our Time for Adventures. And don't forget, the top 8 trucks here today are gonna move on into race number 3, so we'll see them again here shortly. Now it's time to meet the 4 fastest trucks in this tournament. There they are, check it out. It's kind of wild, there's a lot of yellow up on this podium, and these trucks have been extremely fast here all day long and look incredible. Bringing home 4th place, we have that awesome black, yellow, and red Vegemite. That's such a cool looking custom. I wish I had one in our collection here to keep. Love that truck. And bringing home 3rd place today, we have Earthslayer 2.0. That one delivered some packages and some extremely fast runs here on our double loop track. Way to keep going, and we'll see you here in the next tournament. Bringing home 2nd place here in this first round, we have the awesome looking Pikachu Pokemon monster truck. Pikachu did a great job wheeling that truck here today, and we'll see how it'll do in the next tournament. There's more racing action to come. And bringing home the top podium spot for race number 1, we have the Monaco Monster. Apparently, yes, you can run an F1 car on a monster truck chassis and still be extremely fast. What do you say we take a minute and help all 4 of these trucks celebrate their wins? race fans, that was a great way to start out this tournament. Those trucks had some incredible racing action in that first round and some big crashes to go along with it. We hope everyone enjoyed that one. But there's another race that's coming up here very soon. But these trucks right here are not only racing to move on into the third race and compete against each other from round number 1 and 2, they are racing for a special trophy that one of these 32 trucks will get once they win the third race. Check that out. That is a custom-made MonsterJam Hustlers Australia Yeti, and they will get a first place trophy from Our Time for Adventures to take home the win here in this tournament. But you know what, fans? That's not all. We have more in store for you here at the end of this tournament, because these 32 trucks are also racing for their chance to take on 4 of the MonsterJam Hustler Australia trucks and 4 Our Time for Adventures trucks here later on in this tournament. But only 8 of these 32 trucks will be moving on to race these 8 trucks here that we are calling the final bosses. Do you think the custom fan trucks will be able to take down the final bosses here at the end of this tournament? Or will the final bosses show who's boss at this track? We'll find out very soon, but first let's jump over on into race number 2. Hello Diecast Monster Truck fans, we are back at the track once again, and that podium right there is where the last Australia race left off. These trucks are extremely fast here on our double loop 100,000 subscriber track, and we had some awesome runs in the last tournament. But now it's time to meet the next 16 trucks for this Australia tournament matchup. This has been an incredible race so far, and there's 16 more trucks here ready to hit the track today. Check out these custom builds sent to us all the way from Australia just to run here on the Our Time for Adventures track. These trucks look absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see how they do here in the race and see which top 8 from this race will move on into round number 3 to race the first 8 trucks that won in the last round. Enough about that though. What do you say we meet each of these trucks individually and their builders one by one? Let's go. Our first entry for this tournament was built by Lilith, who is 10 years old from South Wales, Australia. This is Queen of Blue, and this truck is absolutely incredible in the design. Look at all the diamonds all over this truck and the tiara. This truck is awesome and definitely is the queen of this race. I cannot wait to see it go down the track. Beautiful build, Lilith. And the next creation was built by Bennett, who is 3 years old from Victoria, Australia, and this is Paint Bomb Megalodon. And the name of this truck is so fitting because look at these colors. There are colors all over the place, even the body, chassis, wheels, and tires. And I absolutely love the colors of this Megalodon. I cannot wait to see how it does on the track here today. Up next is a design built by Oli Gardner, who is 3 years old from Romsey, Victoria, Australia. This is Caveman McQueen, and if you're a Disney Cars fan and Lightning McQueen fan, this is the truck for you. Love the colors of this one with the red and black chassis and wheels to match that body. This is a great looking truck, and we'll see it hit the track here soon. Up next is a design built by Bodie, who is 2.5 years old from South Australia, and this is Irola. And I absolutely love the eyeballs added to the top of this truck on spring. It reminds me of watching cartoons as a kid when the characters see something exciting and their eyes pop out of their head like they're on springs. This is awesome. Can't wait to see this one go through the loops. And up next from Oli Gardner, who is 3 years old from Romsey, Victoria, Australia, this is Green Racing Ramon. And here at Our Time for Adventures, as the original creators of the Cars Customs, I absolutely love this truck. The way they match the chassis, base, wheels, and tires to that beautiful green Ramon. This is a great looking Disney Cars Customs. We'll see it in the race here soon. Next up is the design built by Harry and Lloyd from New South Wales, Australia. This is Monster Mutt Cuts, and this is a really cool build. We've got the Dumb and Dumber Monster Mutt van here on a monster truck chassis. This thing looks so cool. I can't wait to see it go down the track. It'd be awesome if the ears flop like an actual Monster Mutt monster truck. Awesome build. Up next is a design built by Dean, who is 46 years old from Western Australia. This is the Hulk, and check out this awesome looking Hulk panel wagon body attached to that bright green and blue base with green and blue wheels to match. It looks strong just sitting here and like it's ready to blast through the competition. We'll see how it handles the track shortly. The next entry was designed and built by Levi, who is 12 years old from New South Wales, Australia. This is Red Rammer. Red Rammer is an awesome design with that big red body, black accents, and then fully red chassis, base, wheels, and tires to match. This truck is red, ready to hit the track, and it looks like it's ready to ram through the competition. Great build. Up next, built by Scott Fuller, who is 39 years old from Geelong, Australia, this is TPF. And this is an awesome looking truck. Looks like it's ready to hit the track with those racing decals. And check out that split color paint job. Blue on one side, red on the other, clear pink wheels and tires and detailed chassis. This is a great looking entry. Thank you, Scott. This next design was made by Sarah, who is 33 years old from New South Wales, Australia, and this is Blank Slate. What a fitting name for this awesome looking square body truck. I love how this truck looks brushed aluminum or steel. This is a great looking silver body on that clear and silver chassis. Super simple, super clean, and awesome looking. Thank you. Next up is an entry built by Otis, who is 4 years old from San Isidore, Australia. This is Effie. Effie is an awesome looking red truck with Ford written on the back, and as a Ford fan myself, I love this build. Bright yellow and red chassis, white wall tires. This is old school looking just sitting here. I bet it's fast on the track. We'll find out soon. This next truck was built by Randall, who is 34 years old from New South Wales, Australia, and this is Silver Shaker. Such an awesome looking paint scheme on that Earth Shaker body. Love the silver with the black patina wear look on this truck. This is awesome. Chrome headers, black wheels and tires to match. This is a great looking build. I can't wait to see it run here today. And here we are with an entry by Oli Gardner, who is 3 years old from Ramsey, Victoria, Australia. This is the GRC Jackson Storm. An awesome looking Jackson Storm body with that GRC sponsorship, black and blue all over. This is a great looking Disney Cars monster truck. Love the BKT still on the tires. This truck looks fast and ready to hit the track. Our next entry comes from Benny and Millie, who are 37 years old from San Isidore, Australia, and you're looking at Gold Rush, and this is a great use of that El Toro Loco body. Love the all gold paint with its silver teeth and horns. It's even got a tinted front window with a hole in it for the driver to still see, and matching wheels and tires. Awesome looking truck. Next up, built by Ted Fuller, who is 5 years old from Geelong, Australia, this is Afro Man. And this is such a cool looking truck, definitely one of my favorites in this lineup. Look at the red Max D body with the big afro on the top, afros in the wheels, and even eyeballs all over the front to see where this truck is going. Can't wait to see this one run. And our last entry for this matchup was built by Levi Reeves, who is 5 years old from Victoria, Australia. This is Rainbow Bandit, and I love the use of all the rainbow colors all over this truck. And check out the bright lettering on the side with Rainbow Bandit. Such a creative idea to match it with that purple base, blue wheels, and colored tires. This is a great looking rig. Well, there you have it, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans. This is round number 2 of the Australia Viewer Customs Tournament. And these 16 trucks look absolutely incredible, and I know they're ready to hit the track. And I know their fans are sitting there anxiously waiting, so what do you say we take a look at today's racing bracket and see how the trucks are gonna lay out? And heading up to the starting line first, we will have Effie taking on Red Rammer. Then Caveman McQueen will be racing Silver Shaker, followed by Green Racing Ramon taking on Rainbow Bandit. Up next, the Hulk will be racing Afro Man. Blank Slate will be going head-to-head with Paint Bomb Megalodon. Then TPF will be racing Gold Rush. Monster Mutt Cuts will be racing Queen of Blue. And finally, GRC Jackson Storm will be taking on Irola. Check out these awesome matchups here for the round number 2 of the Australian tournament. Let's head up to the starting line now and get these races started. And up first for this matchup, we have Effie in the orange lane taking on Red Rammer in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, gate drop, set they're off for round number 1. They're wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp, picking up speed through the loops. Red Rammer pulling away through the loops with the big jump. Down the YouTube Power Boost ramp, over the back jump, and on 2 wheels, just barely gets to the line. Wow, what a close run. That truck almost lost it right there at the end, but what happened to Effie? Effie was slower coming through the loops, didn't even make the YouTube Power Boost ramp. Let's take another look. Coming down the ramp, it's Red Rammer in the blue lane, pulling away, coming down through the loops, picking up speed with the big jump. Lands smooth and continues to power away as FBO goes off to the side of the Power Boost ramp, loses control, and Red Rammer takes the win. As I mentioned in the intros, I'm a Ford fan myself, so I don't like to see that truck not moving on. But in this one, it is Red Rammer with the nice smooth run to get to the line to be the first truck to move into the next round of racing. So we'll see more of that one here coming up soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gate because we got 2 more lined up and ready to go. And up next to the starting line, we have Caveman McQueen in the orange lane, taking on Silver Shaker in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Bolt trucks fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp, picking up speed through the loops. They're fast as they go, inverted, wheel to wheel off the loop, jump side by side down the power boost ramp where they both sky wheelie it out. And it is Silver Shaker getting to the line first. Wow, what a fast run from both of these trucks. It's Caveman McQueen with a big crash there off of that back obstacle, still making it to the line, but not before Silver Shaker took the win. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, both of these trucks are fast. They both want that win in that second round spot. Fast as they go upside down, coming through the loops. Big jump down the power boost ramp where they both start to have problems, and it's Silver Shaker taking the win. What an awesome matchup. Well, fans, that right there was some of the closest racing we've seen the first half of the track, but in that race, it is Silver Shaker taking the win to move on into the second round. What a matchup from these two beautiful custom monster trucks. Now let's head back up to the starting gate once again to see what the next pair has in store. And up next to the starting line, we have Green Racing Ramon in the orange lane, taking on Rainbow Bandit in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag gate drops, here we go, and it's Green Racing Ramon fast coming down the ramp, picking up speed through the loops. Look how fast that truck is through the loops. Big jump over the hard landing, flips over on its roof. Rainbow Bandit passes over the back obstacle, turns to avoid the side jump, and takes the win. What a run from Rainbow Bandit. That truck was super fast over in that blue lane, kept control, and took the win. Green Racing Ramon with problems ends up on its lid. Let's take another look. Coming down the ramp out of the gate, it's Green Racing Ramon, extremely fast, pulled away by 3-4 trucks. Huge jump at hard landing, can't control it, flips over on the lid as Rainbow Bandit passes across the track for the win. What a run and victory from that truck. I know Ramon really likes to go low and slow, but maybe that was a little too low, being upside down and a little too slow, because in that one, it's Rainbow Bandit taking the win to move on into the second round. Awesome run from that truck. We'll see more of it soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got two more lined up and waiting on us. And here we go, fans. Up next, we have the Hulk in the orange lane taking on Afro Man in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. They're wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down that first hill side by side as they go inverted. Big jump from both trucks, but Afro Man lands hard on the front, flips and lands on the Afro as the Hulk takes the win. Whoa, what a run from that Hulk. That was awesome. All the way to the back obstacle, but Afro Man had problems on that landing, bounced off the front end, flipped, and I think that hair caught its landing. That was awesome. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate down the ramp, both of these trucks are side by side. They want that win. Look how fast they are through the loops with the big jump as Afro Man lands hard on the front, flips over and can't control it. The Hulk takes the win. What a race. It's a good thing Afro Man has that big hairdo to help cushion the landing with that big flip. That truck will be okay. But moving on, taking the win in this one, it is the Hulk going into the second round. What a run from that truck. Now we're getting word that we got two more lined up and ready to go. For this next matchup, we have Blank Slate in the orange lane taking on Paint Bomb Megalodon in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Gate drop sender off, and it's Blank Slate pulling away, coming down the ramp super fast as it goes upside down through the loops. Look at that air. Down the power boost ramp, continuing over the back obstacle. Both trucks go left, and Blank Slate takes the win. They get together a little bit after the line, and Blank Slate ends up on the roof. Paint Bomb Megalodon with an awesome run in that one, but just wasn't quite quick enough. Let's take another look. Coming down the ramp, it's Blank Slate in that orange lane with the speed coming down into the loop super fast as it goes upside down. Big jump landing on that U2 power boost ramp over the back obstacle and takes the win. That U2 power boost ramp really helped propel that truck. That Paint Bomb Megalodon is such an awesome looking creative design. Love that paint scheme, but in this race, it is Blank Slate taking the win to move on into the second round. That truck was extremely fast and we'll see more of it here soon. But now we've got two more trucks lined up in this round ready to go. And up next to the starting line, we have TPF taking on Gold Rush. What a matchup. Let's go racing. Green flag and they're off, and it's TPF with the little hole shot coming away down the ramp. Super fast as they go through the loops, but Gold Rush has a big jump down the U2 power boost ramp. Oh, they get together in one. Gold Rush lands on the back of TPF, and the flag tows it across the line. We have never seen this in one of our races. This is wild. TPF takes the win with Gold Rush in tow. This is absolutely incredible. Let's take another look at this from the track cam. What a wild run. As the green flag flies, it's TPF with the hole shot coming down the ramp in the orange lane. A little faster as it goes through the loops, but Gold Rush isn't done. Has a huge dump down the power boost ramp, jumps and lands on the back of TPF, and TPF takes the win by a tire. All right, racing fans, that right there is one of the wildest finishes we have ever had, and you witnessed it here live on Our Time for Adventures. TPF takes the win, and we'll move into the next round of racing, but what a run from Gold Rush. That is just awesome. Now let's head back up to the starting gate and see what the next pair can do. And up next, we have Monster Mutt Cuts in the orange lane taking on Queen of Blue in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. And it's Monster Mutt Cuts with the whole shot coming down the ramp through the loops. Super fast through the loops. Huge jump, lands hard on the front end. Big jump on the back, and crashes. Queen of Blue catching up, but it's too late. Monster Mutt Cuts already took the win. What a run from that custom monster truck. Queen of Blue is definitely an awesome looking truck with all those diamonds all over the place. That's so great. Let's take another look from the track cam. Watch Monster Mutt Cuts in the orange lane is faster coming down the hill, heading towards the loops. Extremely fast through the loops with a big jump, but hard landing on the front end. Somehow controls it, but crashes. Queen of Blue catching up, but Monster Mutt Cuts takes the win. Queen of Blue is definitely one of the shiniest trucks we have ever had, and will always stay Queen of Blue here at this track. But in this race, it is Monster Mutt Cuts taking the win to move on into the next round of racing. Super fast run from that truck, and we'll see more of it soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got another pair lined up and ready to go. And here we go. Next up, we have Jackson Storm racing out of the orange lane, taking on Irola in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Jackson Storm's way ahead, coming out of the gate down the ramp, extremely fast through the loops. Irola trying to catch up with the big jump down the YouTube power boost ramp. Those eyeballs going everywhere, but Jackson Storm takes the win. Whoa, what a run from that truck. That truck was super fast, and Irola rolls its eyes in disbelief at how fast that truck really was. Irola is such a cool looking truck. Let's take another look at this one from the track cam. Here we go, fans. We know Jackson Storm takes the win in the orange lane, but keep your eye on Irola in the blue lane. Watch the eyeballs springing around as that truck goes upside down with the big jump. Look at those eyeballs bouncing with the big jump over the back obstacle. That's such an awesome truck. Jackson Storm for the win. Well, fans, did you see it? Irola rolling its eyes the whole way down the track. That was awesome. Because in this one, it's Jackson Storm taking the win to move on into the next round of racing. What a beautiful Cars custom truck. We'll see more of it here soon. And speaking of seeing cars soon, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out the trucks moving on into round number 2? All right, race fans, we are halfway through this round number 2 tournament for the Australia matchup, and these 8 trucks have been the fastest here so far. Let's meet them. We have Red Rammer taking on Rainbow Bandit. Next up, we have Silver Shaker facing the Hulk. The next pair is Blank Slate taking on Monster Mutt Cuts. And finally, in this matchup, we have TPF taking on GRC Jackson Storm. These were the fastest 8 trucks here in the first half of this tournament, and these trucks will not only be racing for a win here in this race, but these 8 trucks will be moving on to race number 3 to face the top 8 trucks from the first round. Now, let's head back up to the starting gates and get these races started. All right, here we go. First up, we have Red Rammer in the orange lane taking on Rainbow Bandit in the blue lane. Let's go racing. And they're off, and it's Red Rammer with the whole shot out of the gate, coming down the ramp, pulling away as it goes through the loops. Big jump from that truck over to hard landing and starts to crash over the back obstacle. Rainbow Bandit over the back off to the side and takes the win once again, the same way it took the win in the first round against Green Racing Ramon. I don't know if that truck has a lot of skill or if it's just very lucky avoiding the crash of the other truck to take the win. Let's take another look. All right, viewers, this is a wild one as the gate drops. It's Red Rammer pulling away, coming out of the orange lane, down the ramp into the loops. Extremely fast through the loops with a big jump, but hard landing on that big landing down the YouTube Power Boost ramp. Flips upside down, and Rainbow Bandit once again, 2 races in a row, passes at the last minute for the win. What a run. Red Rammer is an awesome looking truck and was extremely fast in the first round, but has a big crash here in the second round, allowing the win to go to Rainbow Bandit. Rainbow Bandit with 2 very lucky wins here to move on into the semi-final round. What a race from that truck. We'll see it here again soon. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next pair. Next up, we have Silver Shaker racing out of the orange lane, taking on the Hulk in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. When the gate drops, they're both fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp. it extremely fast through the loop goes Silver Shaker. Big jump from that truck down the YouTube power boost ramp, flies over the back obstacle and attempts a backflip after the win. What a run. The Hulk comes strolling in afterwards, gets together with Silver Shaker just a little bit by that backflip ramp, but what a run from both of these trucks. Let's take another look from the track cam and check it out again. As the green flag flies, both of these trucks are fast out of the gate, but Silver Shaker pulling away, coming down the ramp, super fast through the loops with a big jump, landing smoothly on the power boost ramp, flies over that back obstacle and takes the win. What a run. That was fast. What an awesome matchup in that round. Both trucks either land upside down or on the side with a big crash, but it is Silver Shaker taking the win to move on into the semifinals. That truck was quick and I can't wait to see what it does later. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for one more fast pair. Alright fans, next up we have Blank Slate racing out of the orange lane, taking on Monster Mutt Cuts in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops in, they're off, and it's Monster Mutt Cuts with a huge lead coming down the ramp, looking to go upside down super fast off that loop jump. Blank Slate trying to catch up over the power boost ramp. Monster Mutt Cuts takes the win and crashes and ends up in a wheelie to celebrate the victory. Wow! Super fast run from Blank Slate as well with that awesome looking truck, but someone give Monster Mutt Cuts a dog treat, sitting here begging after that win. That was awesome. Let's take another look. This is a wild matchup, race fans. Keep your eye on them close. Watch that blue lane. Monster Mutt Cut starts to pull away by about 2-3 truck lengths, coming through the loop with a big jump. But Blank Slate lands on that power boost ramp, continues to power through and almost catches up there at the end, but Monster Mutt Cuts for the win. That Blank Slate is an incredible looking truck, one of the sleekest we've seen here in any of our tournaments. And in this matchup, it is Monster Mutt Cuts taking the win to move on into the semi-final round of racing. Check it out, sitting there begging for a treat and showing off for the fans. That's awesome. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next pair. And up next, we have TPF racing out of the orange lane, taking on Jackson Storm in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops, here we go. Both trucks fast, coming out of the gate, down the ramp, super fast through the loops. Look at that flag waving off that loop, jumping air from both trucks. They're side by side. It's a close race at the line. Wow, which truck won? Was it TPF getting to the line first, or was it that new style Jackson Storm Cars, Disney Cars monster truck? This was an awesome matchup, but no being towed across the line in this one. Let's take another look. As the gate drops and the trucks start to race, they're both extremely fast out of the gate down the ramp, heading towards the loops. As they go upside down, TPF is a little ahead, but Jackson Storm has a huge jump down the power boost ramp, catching up, and then has a big jump, and TPF takes the win. What a race! That right there, fans, has got to be the best matchup we've had here of this tournament. That TPF truck really knows how to put on some good racing and takes the win in that round to move on into the semifinals. And you know, speaking of semifinals, what do you say we head on over to the pits and meet all four of the trucks moving on? Alright, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, we're moving into the semi-final round, and that means that 12 of the trucks here today in this tournament have already been eliminated, which is really too bad because there are some incredible looking custom-made monster trucks over here in the pits watching the races. These trucks look absolutely beautiful and they're just hanging out waiting for the race to finish. Which of these trucks is your favorite? Find us on Facebook, comment, and let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget that these four trucks sitting here will be in another race coming up soon because they were the fastest 8 here today. Moving on. Now let's meet the trucks in the semifinals. We have Rainbow Bandit taking on Monster Mutt Cuts. And also moving into the semifinals, we have Silver Shaker and TPF. All four of these trucks have laid down some extremely fast runs here in this tournament so far. Which ones will move on into the final round to have their shot at the top podium spot? Let's head up to the gates now and find out. And for the first semi-round matchup, we have Rainbow Bandit in the orange lane taking on Monster Mutt Cuts in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, and it's Monster Mutt Cuts with a huge hole shot coming out of the gate down the ramp, super fast through the loops with a big jump, big air off that back obstacle, but has a hard landing and barely makes it to the line as Rainbow Bandit almost gets there to steal the win. What a race that was! Monster Mutt Cuts with a huge high jump off that back obstacle, barely landing the truck and making it to the line. What a matchup that was for the semifinals. Let's take another look. Alright, here we go, fans. Watch the blue lane because we got Monster Mutt Cuts over in that lane with that huge hole shot, really jumping out of the gate. Super fast coming down the ramp, pulling away by about 2, 3, 4, 5 truck lengths. Smooth landing down the power boost ramp, and has a huge jump, lands hard on the roof and takes the win. Well, race fans, I'm not sure the best time to do dog tricks is in the middle of a race. Almost didn't make it to the line, but it is Monster Mutt Cuts taking the win, moving into the finals, and Rainbow Bandit will have to try to race one more time to try to secure third place in this tournament. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next semi-final matchup. And up next, we have Silver Shaker in the orange lane, taking on TPF in the blue lane. Who's it gonna be? Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go. Both trucks fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp there side by side. It's a close race as they enter the loop. TPF faster through the loop with the big jump down the YouTube Power Boost ramp. Starts to crash, bounces around and makes it to the line first. What just happened? Did you see how that truck flipped over, landed on the flag, flipped back, landed on the flag again, and landed on the wheels? That was wild. Definitely a little freestyle action here to celebrate that victory. Silver Shaker with an awesome run itself. Let's take another look. Out of the gate, it's both trucks fast coming down the ramp. They're side by side. They want this final round spot. It's both trucks fast through the loop. Big air from TPM and it starts to crash. Lands on the flag. Bounce, takes the win. What a wild matchup. That's one for the books. Well, viewers, you just witnessed one right there for the highlight reels. I think that TPF truck finished the last 1 foot of the race without even touching the track. That was awesome. TPF will race in the final round, and Silver Shaker will race one more time for third. Let's head on over to the pits one last time to check out the matchups. All right, race fans, who's ready for the final rounds of the round number 2 Australia Customs matchup? This is gonna be awesome. Racing for third, we have Rainbow Bandit taking on Silver Shaker. And for your first place here in this tournament, we have Monster Mutt Cuts taking on TPF. Which truck is it going to be up on the top podium spot? Let's head back up to the starting gates now and find out. All right, fans, here is your third place race. We have Rainbow Bandit in the orange lane taking on Silver Shaker in the blue lane. Let's go racing. And here we go with Silver Shaker with the whole shot coming out of the gate, down the hills, picking up speed through the loops, super fast through the loops, lands on the Power Boost ramp, continues to pick up speed, and easily takes the win in this matchup. Attempts a backflip, and Rainbow Bandit and Silver Shaker get together after the line. What a fast run from Silver Shaker in that one. That truck's been extremely fast and smooth here all day long. Let's take another look from the track cam and check it out again. As the green flag flies, it's Silver Shaker over in that blue lane, putting the power down to pull away, getting an early lead, coming down the ramp through the loops. Extremely fast through the loops with a huge jump. Rainbow Bandit not done, trying to catch up down the Power Boost ramp, but Silver Shaker already makes it to the line and takes the win. What a race. These trucks here in this final round matchup have done absolutely incredible all day long, and in that race, it is Silver Shaker taking the win in third place here overall in this tournament. What a great run from that truck. We'll see it soon up in the winner's square. But now, what do you say we take a look at the race everybody came here to see? That's right, viewers, this is your final round matchup for the race number 2 Australia Customs Tournament. And racing out of the orange lane, we have Monster Mutt Cuts taking on TPF in the blue lane. Who's it gonna be? Let's go racing! Out of the gate, both trucks are side by side coming down the ramp. They're wheel to wheel as they go upside down through the loops. Big jump from both trucks, but Monster Mutt Cuts starts to slow down, has problems and flips. TPF takes the win at the last minute. What a run from that truck. What a wild final round matchup. These trucks were side by side all the way down to the YouTube Power Boost ramp where Monster Mutt Cuts started to have problems on the landing and couldn't hold it. What a race from TPF to take the overall win in this tournament. Great run from that truck. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate down the ramp, both trucks super fast. They're wheel to wheel coming down the hill. Side by side as they go upside down. Big jump from both trucks. Monster Mutt Cuts starts to have problems over the back obstacle, and TPF just slides in for the win. What a race. What a wild final round matchup and close race from both of these custom-made die-cast monster trucks. And in that race, it is TPF taking the win and the overall victory here in this tournament today. What a great run from that truck, and love the flag on the back of it. What do you say we head on over to the Our Time for Adventure Winter Square and check out all the trucks that deserve to be there? Okay, Our Time for Adventure's die-cast monster truck racing fans. It was so much fun to check out all of these custom-made creations and introduce all of their builders. These trucks look absolutely incredible, and we're so honored to have them here on Our Time for Adventures. And right now, you are looking at the fastest 4 trucks here in today's tournament. These trucks had some incredibly fast runs and some wild finishes, that's for sure. And bringing home 4th place in today's tournament, we have Rainbow Bandit. Check out the colors of this truck. Absolutely love this color combination. In 3rd place up there on that bronze podium, we have Silver Shaker. Such a cool looking monster truck with the black and silver throughout. Love that paint scheme. And in second place on the silver podium, we have Monster Mutt Cuts. What an awesome build with that Hot Wheels body on top of that monster truck chassis. So cool. And on the gold podium, bringing home first place here today, we have TPF. What an awesome looking race rig, and it did great and deserves that top podium spot. What do you say we take a minute and help all of these trucks celebrate their wins? There we go, fans. Race number 2 of the Australia tournament is complete, and we got 8 trucks moving on into race number 3. That was an awesome matchup. These trucks are so fast with some big air and big crashes. But check this out. The 16 trucks from the first round are back at the track to check out the competition. They are going to go wild in the third race. This is going to be great. And don't forget, they're racing for that custom-made gold and black Yeti from MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. Which truck do you think is going to get it in the third round? What do you say we get these trucks lined up for the third race of this tournament and find out which 8 will be moving on to the final bosses? Hello Diecast Monster Truck fans, and welcome back to the track for round number 3 of the Australian Customs Tournament. The trucks you see here sitting on the side of the track, unfortunately, are the trucks that did not make it past the first round in the first 2 events. But they're going to be spectators here in today's race because these trucks are amazing looking, and we wanted to have them on the channel at least one more time. So they're going to be watching the trucks run here today, and we're going to be checking in on the spectators throughout the race. These are incredible looking trucks, and we're glad they're here. Check them out. These are awesome. Since these 16 trucks will not be competing here today, do you think they'll be rooting for the trucks that took them out of the tournament? Or maybe rooting against the trucks that took them out of the tournament? We'll see. Now, these 16 are the fastest 16 from races number 1 and number 2, and they're here to face each other in this race number 3 to see which of these top 8 trucks will be moving on into the 4th and final round. These trucks today will be racing for this MonsterJam Hustlers Australia Custom Black Yeti. Who's gonna get it? Now, what do you say we take a minute and meet all the trucks and the builders? And up first, built by Grayson Potter, who is 4 years old from Silverdale, Australia, this is the Morris. The Morris is an awesome looking custom truck from race number 1. And check out this plastic Yeti body with the addition of the eyeballs and bright wheels and tires. This is a cool looking custom who did great in that race, and we're about to see how it does here today. Up next is a design built by Harris, who is 4 years old from Goulburn, Australia. This is Earthslayer 2.0. And Earthslayer 2.0 had some awesome runs there in that first tournament, and it's back here today to show the fans what it can do. Bringing Christmas presents and some super fast runs. This is a great looking Christmas holiday monster truck. Awesome looking truck here in this tournament. And up next, we have a truck designed and built by Nikki and Matt from South Wales, Australia. This is Grey Nomad. And yes, it's the second time we're seeing this truck, but it's such a cool looking monster truck. Check out all the additions in the back of this truck. This one looks like it's just about ready for anything. But can it handle the competition here in race number 3? We'll find out soon. And next up, designed and built by Jody Savage, who's 44 years old from Western Australia, we have one of my personal favorite customs, Vegemite. This is an awesome looking truck with that black, red, and yellow paint scheme, matching yellow and red chassis, wheels, and tires. And I love the design of this truck. Such a cool looking build. Thanks for submitting. This entry was built by Ryan, who is 13 years old from South Wales, Australia. This is Crimson Monster. What an awesome looking Megalodon monster truck. I love the custom painted red and black on this truck with the blacked out chassis, wheels, and tires to match. This truck looks mean just sitting here, and it's ready to hit the track and take down the competition. Watch out. Next up is this awesome looking truck built by James D, who is 3.5 years old from New Wales, Australia. This is Explosion, and I love the way the paint just exploded all over this truck, and this is a beautiful looking truck. It had some explosive runs in the first round, and it's ready to hit the track and show what it can do here again in this round number 3 tournament. Let's go. Up next is a truck built by James, who is 4 years old from Western Australia. This is Pokemon, and this was a super fast truck in the first round, and it took the second place podium. Definitely a fan favorite here in this tournament because who doesn't love Pokemon? And we got Pokemon up there driving this monster truck. Will it take another podium spot here today? We'll find out soon. Up next is an awesome looking machine built by Jim Clark from South Wales, Australia. This is Monaco Monster, and you are now looking at the #1 top podium spot winner in race #1 of the Australian Customs Tournament. This truck was extremely fast in that first round. We're about to see what it can do here today in race #3. Next up is a truck designed and built by Randall, who's 34 years old from New South Wales, Australia. You are looking at Silver Shaker. What an awesome looking patina on this black and silver custom painted monster truck. Love the silver headers, silver base, and black wheels to match. This is a great looking truck and was extremely fast in the last tournament. I can't wait to see it run again. This next entry was built by Levi, who is 12 years old from New South Wales, Australia. This is Red Rammer, and Red Rammer is a huge casting on that van, all decked out in the red paint scheme with some black accents, red chassis, red wheels and tires. This truck is awesome, and it's a red streak as it comes down the track. This thing is so fast, it's gonna be a blur. And next, an entry built by Sarah, who is 33 years old from New South Wales, Australia. This is Blank Slate. And this is seriously such a cool looking monster truck. Check out that super clean and slick looking silver body, clear chassis, gray base, and black and silver wheels. Everything is really tied together well on this custom built monster truck, and it is awesome looking. Next up today, built by Levi Reeves, who is 5 years old from Victoria, Australia. This is Rainbow Bandit. And Rainbow Bandit had some really fast runs in the last tournament. It was able to steal away a couple victories from other trucks right at the line. Maybe that's why it's called Rainbow Bandit. Rainbow streaks flying down the track and stealing the wins. Awesome. Next up is the entry built by Scott Fuller, who is 39 years old from Geelong, Australia. This is TPF, and you are now looking at the last tournament's top podium finisher. Up there on that #1 gold spot, TPF had some fast runs and took home that tournament win. This truck has been fast here so far, and we're about to see what it can do here again today. Can it get another podium? Next up, built by Oli, who is 3 years old from Romsey, Victoria, Australia. This is GRC Jackson Storm, and this truck was also extremely fast in the last tournament, just barely getting taken out by TPF. What an awesome looking truck this is with that GRC blue and black paint scheme with the black chassis to match. I love these Disney cars, and I can't wait to see this one run. Next to the tournament, we have a custom creation built by Harry and Lloyd from New South Wales, Australia. This is Monster Mutt Cuts, and this is another one from the last tournament that is an incredible looking truck. It's the Mutt Cuts van from the movie Dumb and Dumber, and it laid down some extremely fast passes here on that monster truck chassis in the last tournament. Can't wait to see it again. And finishing off today's entries, we have a truck built by Dean, who is 46 years old from Western Australia. This is the Hulk, and that is such a cool paint scheme on that old Gravedigger body with the Hulk on the sides, fist on the door, all green body with blue and green chassis, wheels, and tires. This truck is really set off by this color combination. Love it. All right, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, that is the 16 truck lineup for this race #3 of the Australian Customs Tournament. There are 8 trucks from race #1 taking on 8 trucks from race #2, and all of these trucks look absolutely incredible. But only 8 of these trucks are going to be moving on into the 4th and final race, where they will take on 4 trucks from MonsterJam Hustlers Australia and 4 trucks from Our Time for Adventures. Which of the trucks do you think are going to take the wins here today and move on into that 4th and final tournament? There's some awesome looking trucks here, but we're about to see how they do on the track. Let's take a look at today's racing bracket. And heading to the line first for today's race, we have Explosion taking on GRC Jackson Storm. Crimson Monster will be racing Blank Slate. Then we have Gray Nomad facing the Hulk. The Morris will be going head to head with Red Rammer. Vegemite will be facing Rainbow Bandit. Earthslayer 2.0 will be facing Silver Shaker. Then we have Pokemon taking on Monster Mutt Cuts. And finally, Monaco Monster will be racing TPF. This is a great looking matchup here for this 3rd round of this tournament. Which of these 8 trucks will be moving on into round #4, and which truck will take the top podium spot here today? Let's head up to the starting gates and find out now. Okay, here we go. First to the line, we have Explosion in the orange lane, taking on Jackson Storm in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. And it's Jackson Storm with the whole shot coming down the ramp into the loop. Super fast through the loops. Look at that jump from Jackson Storm. Down the power boost ramp, pulling away over the back obstacle and flies across the line for the win. Wow. Explosion with a super smooth run itself, but Jackson Storm bringing the speed and taking that win. What a run from both of these custom die-cast monster trucks. Let's take another look at it from the track cam. As the green flag flies, is Jackson Storm really racing down that hill, coming through the loops, extremely fast as it goes upside down. How does Explosion not lose its dynamite? Trying to catch up over the back obstacle, but Jackson Storm already takes the win. What a race. Well, there you have it, race fans. First race of the third round is in the books, and in that one, it is the GRC Jackson Storm taking the win to move on into round number 2 here today. What a super fast run from that truck. It looks like it's gonna be a contender. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next pair. And up next, we have Crimson Monster racing out of the orange lane, taking on Blank Slate in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Both trucks fast out of the gate, but Blank Slate pulling away, coming down the ramp, super fast through the loops as it goes upside down with the big jump, powering away down the YouTube power boost ramp and flies over the obstacle for the win as Crimson Monster crashes across the line. Wow, that awesome looking silver truck was super fast here in that round. The Crimson Monster had a little attack itself and flipped over the line. What a race. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, it's Blank Slate in the blue lane, pulling away with an early lead. 1, 2, 3 truck lengths ahead, coming through the loop. Crimson Monster's not done. Down the power boost ramp, trying to catch up, but can't control it. Flips, and Blank Slate takes the win. Crimson Monster is absolutely a beautiful looking rendition of Megalodon. Love that truck. But in this race, it's Blank Slate taking the win to move on into the second round of racing. We'll see more of that Blank Slate here soon, but now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got 2 more ready to go. And up next to the starting gate, we have Gray Nomad in the orange lane, taking on the Hulk in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Here we go, wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the hill, picking up speed towards the loops. They're side by side as they go, inverted. They're wheel to wheel off the loop, jump down the power boost ramp. Gray Nomad has problems and crashes, and the Hulk takes the win and attempts a backflip at the end of the track. What a run from the Hulk. Gray Nomad was right there on its door panel the whole way down the track, but couldn't control the landing. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, watch them close. They're wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the hill, side by side as they go upside down. Wheel to wheel off the jump where Gray Nomad has a hard landing and flips, allowing the Hulk to fly across the line for the win. These side-by-side runs are so exciting here in this Diecast Monster Truck Tournament. Unfortunately, in that one, Gray Nomad crashes, allowing the Hulk to take an easy victory and move on into the second round. But now we're getting word that 2 more trucks are already lined up and ready to go, so let's head back to the gate. And up next, we have the custom The Morris in the orange lane, taking on Red Rammer in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Here we go, and it's Red Rammer with the huge hole shot, pulling away, coming down the ramp with the big lead as it goes upside down. Big air, but hard landing, has problems, goes off to the side, hits the side obstacle. The Morris with the googly eyes over the back line for the win. Wow, what a come from behind victory from the Morris. Red Rammer had that race in the bag, but had problems on the landing, went off to the side, hit that side obstacle, and did not make it to the line. Let's take another look. As the gate drops, keep your eye on the red truck in the blue lane. That truck is extremely fast, coming down the hill, picking up speed. Super fast through the loops with that big heavy casting off the jump, but lands hard, starts to go off to the side and hits that side obstacle. The Morris sees the opportunity to power through for the win. What a race. Well, race fans, that right there is why you never give up in a tournament. In this one, it is the Morris taking the victory to move on into the second round of racing after problems from Red Rammer. What an awesome matchup. Now let's head back into the starting gate and see what the next pair can do. In this next matchup, we have Vegemite racing out of the orange lane, taking on Rainbow Bandit in the blue lane. Let's go racing. And they're off, and it's Vegemite in the orange lane with a huge hole shot coming down the ramp, super fast upside down with the big jump. Lands on the power boost ramp, continues to power away and flies over the back obstacle. Even does a backflip after the line just outside of camera view. What a run from Rainbow Bandit as well, but that truck just didn't quite have enough for the win. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, the Vegemite definitely has the fastest run we've seen so far here in the orange lane in this tournament. Extremely fast as it goes through the loops with a huge jump, landing on that 100,000 subscriber ramp and flying across the line for the win. Pierce the backflip, check it out, lands it. What a race. Rainbow Bandit definitely stealing some wins here in this tournament, but didn't quite have enough in that one as Vegemite takes the win and moves on into the second round. Awesome run from that truck. But we got two more lined up at the gate now and ready to go, so let's head back over there and see what's going on. Next up to the starting line, we have Earthslayer 2.0 taking on Silver Shaker. Let's go racing! Green flag, gate drops, and they're off. Both trucks fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp. They're side by side as they go upside down. Earthslayer 2.0 with the big jump. Silver Shaker right there over the back obstacle. It's a close race. Wow! Which of these custom Earthshakers made it to the line first? Was it Earthslayer 2.0 or was it Silver Shaker? We're gonna have to take another look from the track cam, check it out again and find out. All right, here we go. Gate drops and both trucks are fast, coming down the ramp, picking up speed, going through the loops. They're side by side through the loops. Earthslayer with the big jump. Silver Shaker powering back over the back obstacle. Silver Shaker for the win and a backflip for the victory. What a run! Earthslayer 2.0 has been extremely fast in this tournament and laid down a quick run in that one, delivering those gifts to the fans. But it is Silver Shaker taking the win in this matchup to move on into the second round. That truck was extremely fast and even gained a little freestyle point. That was awesome. Now let's head back into the starting gate for the next pair. All right, fans, up next, we have Pokemon in the orange lane taking on Monster Mutt Cuts in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Out of the gate, it's Monster Mutt Cuts with the whole shot pulling away by about a truck length coming through the loops. But Pokemon's fast through the loops with the big jump starting to catch up. Oh, but crashes and doesn't make it over the line. Monster Mutt Cuts takes the win. Wow. Monster Mutt Cuts with a wild jump there at the end of the track doing a little nose wheelie. That Pokemon truck was extremely fast the second half of the track trying to catch up to Monster Mutt Cuts but just ran out of room and crashed. Let's take another look from the track cam. As the gate drops, Monster Mutt Cuts in the far lane, even being a bigger casting, is extremely fast coming down the ramp through the loops. Has a huge jump, but Pokemon lands smooth, tries to catch up but can't control the landing and crashes. Monster Mutt Cut for the win. Pikachu was really wheeling that Pokemon monster truck trying to get the win, but in this race, it's Monster Mutt Cuts getting to the line first to move on into the next round. What a race that was. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we have race number 1 and race number 2 winners lined up and ready to go. Okay, we have two champions going head-to-head. Monaco Monster in the orange lane taking on TPF in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Here we go. Both trucks fast out of the gate, picking up speed through the loop. Super fast as they go upside down. TPF a little ahead. Monaco Monster with a huge jump down the power boost ramp, catching up. They get together, and wow, Monaco Monster steals the win. What an extremely fast run from these two trucks that won their previous tournaments. TPF had a super fast run the first half of the track. Monaco Monster caught up and stole the win. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate, it's TPF with a huge hole shot, pulling away by about a truck length. Super fast as they go upside down. Monaco Monster with a huge jump, gaining speed down the power boost ramp. They get together over the back obstacle, and Monaco Monster takes the win. Well, fans, both of these trucks won their previous tournaments that they were in. They go head-to-head here, and it's nothing but awesome racing in that round. It is Monaco Monster taking the victory to move on into the second round of racing here in this matchup. You know, speaking of the second round of racing, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out all the trucks moving on? These custom-made Diecast monster trucks sent all the way to us from Australia have been putting on an absolutely incredible tournament with some amazing runs. These are the trucks moving on. We have GRC Jackson Storm taking on the Hulk. Up next, we have Blank Slate taking on the Morris. Followed by Vegemite racing Monster Mutt Cuts. And finally, we have Silver Shaker taking on Monaco Monster. These 8 trucks have been extremely fast here all day long, and they will also be moving into race number 4 in this tournament. Let's head up to the starting gates now and get this matchup started. And up first to the starting line, we have Jackson Storm in the orange lane taking on the Hulk in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Both trucks wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the hill super fast as they go upside down. Look at that air from both trucks. Big jump from Jackson Storm up over the back obstacle for the win. Wow, that was a fast run. A little breakdancing move there at the end to celebrate that victory. The Hulk also with an extremely fast run, just couldn't quite get to the line first. What a race from that superhero. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate down the ramp, these trucks are wheel to wheel, picking up speed as they go upside down. They both have a huge jump off the loop jump, but Jackson Storm powers away down the power boost ramp and takes the win. The awesome looking Hulk superhero with a super run in that one, but just wasn't quite quick enough. It's Jackson Storm taking the win to be the first truck to move into the semifinals. What a run from that custom-made Cars monster truck. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next one. Next up, we have Blank Slate racing out of the orange lane, taking on the Morris in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, gate drops, and they're off, and it's Blank Slate with an early lead coming down the ramp, headed towards the loops, extremely fast upside down. The Morris with problems slowing down, coming down the power boost ramp. It's Blank Slate taking the win. What a run from that truck! Tries a backflip and lands directly on the roof. That was an awesome pass from Blank Slate down the power boost ramp. The Morris didn't quite have enough in this one, but goes all the way to the end of the track. Let's take another look. As the gate drops, it's Blank Slate in the orange lane, pulling away, coming down the ramp. Both trucks extremely fast through the loop, but Blank Slate has the lead. Big jump and powers down the YouTube power boost ramp to continue over the back obstacle for the win. What a great run from both of these trucks. The Morris is a great looking custom with that hair flying in the wind coming down the ramp, but in this matchup it is Blank Slate taking the win to move on into the second round of racing. We'll see more of that truck here shortly, but now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got another pair lined up and ready to go. And next up, we have Vegemite racing in the orange lane, taking on Monster Mutt Cuts in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, Monster Mutt Cuts with an early lead, coming down the ramp, picking up speed. Look at that fur flying as it goes upside down. Huge jump, continues to power away down the power boost ramp and takes the win as Vegemite almost gets into it after the end of the track. Wow! Monster Mutt Cuts was so fast coming down the ramp into the loops. Vegemite was trying to catch up and just ran out of track. That was an awesome run. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies and gate drops, it's the Monster Mutt Cuts in the blue lane, pulling away like it's a dog race. Super fast upside down. Vegemite has a huge jump, lands on the power boost ramp, tries to catch up, gains a little ground, but Monster Mutt Cuts takes the win. Awesome. Not gonna lie, that Vegemite truck is still one of my top 3 favorite in this tournament. Love that paint scheme. And in this one, it's Monster Mutt Cuts with the faster run, taking the win to move on into the semifinals. Great race from that Monster Mutt Cuts machine. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got one more ready to go. And up next, we have Silver Shaker racing out of the orange lane, taking on Monaco Monster in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops and we're off, and it's the Silver Shaker in the orange lane, pulling away, coming through the loops, super fast through the loops with a huge jump. Oh, but has a hard landing, starts to crash over the back obstacle, and Monaco Monster takes the win as it slams into the wall at the end of the track. What an awesome run from that F1 car mounted to that monster truck chassis. Who would have thought that'd be a fast combination on this monster truck track? What an awesome run from these trucks. Let's take another look in slow-mo from the track cam. As the gate drops, it's Silver Shaker looking like a silver streak coming down the ramp, pulling away, taking an early lead. Extremely fast through the loops, has a big jump and down the power boost ramp, starts to lose traction, spins out, and Monaco Monster takes the win. What an awesome matchup. I think these custom diecast monster truck races just keep getting better and better. In that matchup, it is the Monaco Monster taking the win to move into the semi-final round. Awesome performance from that truck. Now let's head on over to the pit area and check out all the trucks moving on into the semi-final round of racing. Alright viewers, it is time for the semi-final round of racing, and that means that 12 trucks have already been eliminated from this tournament here today. But also with that, the top 8 trucks here in today's matchup will be moving on into a 4th race for this Australian tournament. Those 8 trucks will be going head-to-head against 4 trucks from Our Time for Adventures and 4 trucks from MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. But wait, what is everyone doing over here on the racetrack? What are all these diecast monster trucks talking about? We have got to get all these diecast monster trucks off the track and get the track cleared for the semi-final round of racing. We've still got to meet the trucks moving on into the semi-final round. Oh wait, hold on. What is that? We're getting word that the Our Time for Adventures and MonsterJam Hustlers trucks are here in the pits. What are they doing? Are they checking out all of the trucks for their competition in the next round of racing? Look at this. We get a little sneak peek at the trucks that are going to be in race number 4 of this tournament. This is incredible. I can't believe they showed up here early. This is awesome. They're scoping out the competition for their next matchup. But now let's meet the trucks moving into the semi-final round of this race, because we still got to crown a winner. We have Jackson Storm taking on Monster Mutt Cuts. And we have Blank Slate taking on Monaco Monster. These are the fastest 4 trucks here right now, and one of them's going to take the top podium spot. I cannot believe the next trucks are here. This is so cool. Let's get this track cleared, head back up to the starting gates, and get this tournament underway. Heading up to the starting gates first, we have Jackson Storm in the orange lane, taking on Monster Cuts in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go, wheel to wheel out of the gate, coming down the ramp, picking up speed as they go upside down. It's a close race off the loop, jump there side by side, coming down the power boost ramp. Monster Cuts upside down, it's a close race at the line. Whoa! Monster Cuts just finished this race upside down, and Jackson Storm somehow saved it from a big crash going around the backflip ramp. That was awesome. Let's take another look from the track cam in slow-mo. As the green flag flies, it's a close battle. Both of these trucks want that final transfer spot. They're side by side as they come down the ramp, headed to the loops as they go inverted there wheel to wheel. Big jump from both trucks coming down the power boost ramp at the line. It is Jackson Storm by a tire tread, pulling ahead of Monster Cuts as Monster Cuts was inverted over the line. That was an awesome matchup. Alright, racing fans, the racing does not get much closer than that. Jackson Storm takes the win, and we'll move on into the final round of racing, and Monster Cuts will try to race one more time to secure third place in this tournament. What a matchup! Now let's head back up to the starting gates and see what the next pair can do. For the next semifinals, we have Blank Slate in the orange lane, taking on Monaco Monster in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go, and they're fast out of the gate, coming down the hill, headed towards the loops. Look at Monaco Monster upside down, pulling away through the loops with a big jump. Blank Slate trying to catch up down the power boost ramp, and Monaco Monster takes the win. What a fast run! Who would have thought strapping an F1 car to a monster truck chassis would create such results? That is awesome. Blank Slate's a beautiful looking truck, but we'll have to race for third place here in this tournament. Let's take another look from the track cam. As the gate drops, it's Monaco Monster in the blue lane, has the lead coming out of the gate and keeps it the whole race. Super fast as it goes through the loops with the big jump down the power boost ramp, continues to pull away and flies across the line for the win. What an awesome run. Some absolutely incredible racing here in these semi-final round matchups. In that one, it is the Monaco Monster taking the win to move on into the finals, and Blank Slate will have to race one more time against Monster Cuts for third place. Let's head back on over to the pit area one last time and check out the matchups for the finals. Alright viewers, here's the matchups everyone's been waiting for. Racing for third place here in this tournament, we have Monster Cuts taking on Blank Slate. And for your overall tournament winner for the Australia Customs, we have GRC Jackson Storm taking on Monaco Monster. Which of these awesome customs is it going to be up on that top podium spot, taking home that Yeti custom monster truck? Let's head up to the starting gates now and find out. Alright fans, here we go for third. We have Monster Cuts in the orange lane, taking on Blank Slate in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, and it's Monster Cuts with an early lead, coming down the ramp super fast as that truck goes through the loops. Huge jump like it has all day long. Oh, but hard landing, noses over and flip. Blank Slate catching up at the line. It's a close race. Which truck took the win? They were side by side right at the line, and I could not tell which truck took the win in third place here overall. Let's take another look from the track cam in slow-mo and see if we can determine a winner. Alright, here we go. We got to check this out one more time. As the gate drops, it's Monster Cuts pulling away, coming down the ramp, opening up that lead. Super fast as it goes through the loop, even opening up that lead more. Lands hard on the front end, starts to flip. At the line it is Blank Slate getting there first by a tire tread. Wow! What an upset come from behind victory. These custom monster trucks are putting on one incredible show for the Our Time for Adventures fans. We love it. In this third place final round matchup, it is Blank Slate taking the win in third place here overall today. What an incredible comeback from that truck. We'll see it more later up on the podium. But now it is time for your final round matchup. Racing out of the orange lane, we have Jackson Storm taking on Monaco Monster in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag gate drops. Here we go. And both trucks are fast out of the gate, picking up speed, coming down the ramp extremely fast through the loop. Monaco Monster starting to pull away. Jackson Storm trying to catch up over the back obstacles. Monaco Monster taking the win. Wow, as they get together up the backflip ramp. Both of these race car custom-made monster trucks were extremely fast in that final round matchup. We couldn't have asked for a better race as they both end up on their lid. Let's take another look from the track cam in slow-mo and check it out one more time. As the green flag flies, both of these trucks are extremely fast. They want that win and that trophy. Super fast as they go through the loops. Big air from both trucks down the power boost ramp. Monaco Monster pulls away for the victory. Awesome matchup. Well, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, it doesn't get much better than that. The Monaco Monster takes the win in that matchup and the overall victory here in the custom Australian-made Monster Truck Tournament. These trucks have done absolutely incredible here all day long. What do you say we head on over to the Our Time for Adventure Winter Square and check out all the trucks that deserve to be there? We want to take a moment to say thank you for all of the Our Time for Adventures fans and supporters, followers, and subscribers alike. And check out all these awesome monster trucks hanging out at the track watching the races just like our fans at home. They enjoy the races just as much as you do and I do. This has been awesome. But now it's time to meet the fastest 4 trucks here in today's tournament. There they are. Check them out up on the podium. These trucks have put on an incredible show and definitely deserve these top podium spots. This is awesome. Bringing home 4th place, we have that custom-made Monster Mutt Cuts. That truck is absolutely incredible looking with that dog body on top of that monster truck, and it's been extremely quick. Bringing home 3rd place, we have Blank Slate, one of the cleanest and smoothest looking custom monster trucks I've seen, but it looks absolutely incredible. Bringing home 2nd place, we have GRC Jackson Storm up there on that silver podium. That truck was fast here all day long. And for your 1st place overall gold podium winner, we have the Monaco Monster. This truck has been so fast and definitely deserves that top podium spot. What do you say we take a minute and help all 4 of these trucks celebrate their wins? Alright race fans, race number 3 is in the books and we now have crowned an Australian custom monster truck champion. We have the Monaco Monster built by Jim Clark. That truck was so fast, who would have ever thought an old school F1 car on top of a monster truck chassis would take down a bunch of custom built monster trucks. That car was incredible. But you know what, we've got one race left. Now the top 8 trucks in race number 3 will move on to race the Our Time for Adventures trucks and MonsterJam Hustler Australia trucks. This is going to be a great matchup because it's time to face the final bosses. Let's meet the race. Okay, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, we are back at the track for the Australia Customs Tournament. And this is race number 4, and this one is strictly for bragging rights. 32 of the coolest looking Diecast custom monster trucks from Australia have already taken to the track, and we have crowned the fastest 8 trucks, and they're back here to race one more time. Let's take a look at these awesome customs. These 8 customs right here have all gone 3 rounds of racing here at Our Time for Adventures, and they have made it all the way into this final round tournament. But there's a little twist in this one because this is not like the other races. This race, we have moved this finish line all the way back to the end of the track. Do you think these trucks have enough to make it all the way to the end and beat the competitors again? They've already raced 3 rounds of racing and maybe they're a little tired and worn out. Not to mention, they're going to be going head-to-head with 8 trucks that have not yet been on the track. That's right, viewers. These final 8 Fans Custom Australia trucks will be racing 4 Our Time for Adventures trucks and 4 MonsterJam Hustlers Australia trucks. These 8 custom-made monster trucks here, designed and built by the promoters of this race, have been patiently waiting to take their turn at the track. Do you think the viewers' customs will be able to take down the promoters' customs? We'll find out soon, but now let's take a minute and meet all the trucks. And up first for this tournament, built by Grayson Potter, who is 4 years old, from Silverdale, Australia, this is the Morris. And we've seen this truck a couple times here in these races already, and this is a fast truck. That hair flying through the wind as it goes through the loops, bright orange paint and blue tires. This is an awesome looking truck. It will be on the track again soon. And next up, we have an awesome custom submitted by Jody Savage, who's 44 years old, from Western Australia. Once again, you're looking at Vegemite. Such an awesome looking truck with the bright yellow and red chassis, wheels, and tires to go with that black body, yellow and red paint scheme. This is an awesome looking truck, and the toast in the back just really sets it off. Great build. Next up is the Australia Customs Champion, built by Jim Clark from New South Wales, Australia. This is Monaco Monster, and this was the fastest truck in the first 3 rounds of racing, taking home the trophy of the Yeti and the gold podium from Our Time for Adventures. Watch out for this one, it is quick, we'll see it soon. Next is the second round podium finisher, built by Randall, who is 34 years old from New South Wales. This is Silver Shaker, and such an awesome looking silver paint scheme with that black patina finish, number 32 on the side. You got the black and silver chassis with the blacked out wheels to match. This truck is awesome looking all the way around, and it'll be back on the track soon. This next entry brought home 4th place in the Customs Tournament, built by Harry and Lloyd from New South Wales, Australia. This is Monster Mutt Cuts, and this truck had some extremely fast runs here throughout the tournament. Once in a while, hard to stay on the wheels, but if this truck can stay on all 4s throughout this race, it's definitely going to be one to beat. Keep your eye on this mutt. Next in the lineup, built by Sarah, who is 33 years old, also from New South Wales, Australia. This is Blank Slate. This super clean and smooth silver paint scheme has had some super clean and smooth runs here on the track today. Fast enough to bring home the 3rd place podium in this tournament. This is definitely one truck to keep your eye on here in this matchup. Next up, built by Dean, who is 46 years old from Western Australia. This is the Hulk. And the Hulk may not have had any podium finishes yet, but this superhero truck has had some super fast runs. It was fast enough to make it into the top 8 and into this 4th round of racing, and I'm not going to count this one out. This is one super looking truck. Great job. Next up is a truck built by Ole Garner, who is 3 years old from Romsey, Victoria. This is GRC Jackson Storm, and this is a great looking Cars Disney monster truck. This truck has been extremely fast here so far in this tournament, taking 2nd place overall in the Customs race. This is one awesome looking Disney Cars monster truck, and we'll see it here soon. Next up, built by Lincoln Thomas, who is 12 years old, with Our Time for Adventures. This is Bro Camino Mix-Up. Lincoln built this awesome looking truck for this tournament using a Bro Camino body, matched the black chassis, wheels, and tires, and threw in some orange tires just to set it off. This is an awesome looking mix-up, and it's ready to hit the track. Next up, we have our very own Reagan Bunn, who is 11 years old, with Our Time for Adventures. This is Steampunk Zombie. Reagan took the Earth Series Zombie, matched it up with the bronze chassis, chrome wheels, and gray tires and cage, and this is one awesome looking Steampunk Zombie. We'll see how it steams down the track here soon. Don't miss out on this one. Next up is a beautiful truck built by Heather Thomas, who's 37 years old, with Our Time for Adventures. You're looking at Leopard Queen. Heather took her favorite colors and matched them with her favorite leopard print design. Check out the chrome holographic leopard print and glittery sparkle paint job. With the pink chassis and wheels, this truck really pops. This is going to be one awesome truck to watch. Next up, built by yours truly, Clayton Bunn. I am 43 years old, the founder of Our Time for Adventures, and this is Split Max D. And I made this truck just like the real life version, Maximum Destruction, with the split paint scheme. Love the real fire on the side of this truck and then Maximum Destruction on the other side. We'll see if this split personality truck can make it down the track and take the win. Next up, built by Grayson Potter, who is 4 years old, with MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. This is For My Mummy, and this is an awesome looking paint scheme. Check out the use of all the colors on this body. Love the pink windshield, bright green and yellow chassis, and see-through green tires with pink wheels. This truck really pops, and I can't wait to see it go down the track. Next on the list is another build from Grayson Potter, who's 4 years old, with MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. This is Grimace, and Grimace is a beautiful looking custom-made Gravedigger body, cut down with purple paint scheme, black chassis, and purple wheels and tires. This is a great looking truck. Kinda makes me hungry, and I can't wait to see this one run. And next on the list, built by Rochelle Walker, who is 33 years old, with MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. This is Protective Instincts. And check out this awesome handmade body with that Megalodon ride truck, and it's got the little mini Megalodon in the back. I see why it's named Protective Instincts, and we'll see if it will protect it all the way down the track. And next up is a truck built by the man who made this entire competition possible. Built by Richard Potter, who is 39 years old with MonsterJam Hustlers Australia. This is Zombie Hunter. And Zombie Hunter is another handmade body using a Yeti mold, using zombie arms, BKT tires, and clear chassis. This Zombie Hunter looks like it's ready to hunt down the competition right out of the starting gate. This is going to be an awesome race. And there you have it, custom diecast monster truck racing fans. The 16 final trucks here in round number 4 of the Australia Customs Tournament. This is Australia versus the United States with MonsterJam Hustlers and Our Time for Adventures. Who's going to take the top podium spot? Before we find out, let's take a look at today's racing bracket and see how the matchups will lay out. Heading to the track first for today's race, we have the Hulk taking on Bro Camino Mix-Up. Then the Morris will be racing For My Mummy, followed by Vegemite taking on Grimace. Up next is Silver Shaker taking on Steampunk Zombie. Then we have Monster Mutt Cuts racing Leopard Queen. Blank Slate will be going head-to-head against Protective Instincts. GRC Jackson Storm will be racing Split Color Max D. And finally, Monaco Monster will be taking on Zombie Hunter. Check out these matchups for the Australia Customs Tournament versus the Bosses. This is going to be one awesome matchup, so let's head up to the gates now and get these races started. And up first to the line, we have the Hulk in the orange lane taking on Bro Camino in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops and they're off. They're wheel to wheel coming down the ramp, picking up speed, going to the loops. The Hulk is faster through the loops, about a 2-truck length lead. Big jump from that truck, powers away down the YouTube power boost ramp and takes the win with ease all the way to the end of the track. Wow, what a fast run from the Hulk. In this one, it's Bro Camino Mix-Up with the little mix-up there on the track, not getting to the line first. That was awesome. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, it's close race coming out of the gate down the ramp. They're wheel to wheel as they enter the loops, but the Hulk faster through the loops with the big lead coming off that loop jump. Down the power boost ramp, continues to pull away and takes an easy win. What an awesome run from that truck. All right, race fans, that is your first round of this tournament, and in that one, it is the Custom Hulk taking the win, moving on into the next round of racing. That truck was extremely fast, taking out one of the Our Time for Adventures trucks. Now let's head back up to the starting gate because we got 2 more lined up and they're ready to go. And up next to the starting gate, we have the Morris in the orange lane taking on For My Mummy in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Here we go. For My Mummy pulling away, coming out of the gate down the ramp extremely fast. That truck goes through the loops. Look at that air. Almost starts to nose over, has a flip. One lands back on the wheels, makes the jump and makes it to the line. Wow, what a run from For My Mummy. The Morris was having some problems about half track and didn't make it to the line, but For My Mummy took the win for his mummy with a little freestyle. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate down the ramp, it's For My Mummy all the way in the blue lane. That truck is pulling away 2, 3, 4 truck lengths coming through the loop with the big jump and starts to nose over. Somehow does a perfect flip, lands on the wheels and jumps for the win. What an awesome race. Well, the Morris has made it through 3 rounds of racing and somehow gets taken out by another truck created by the same builder. For My Mummy takes the win and we'll move on into the second round of racing. We'll see more of that awesome paint job later. Now let's head back into the starting gates for the next pair. For this next matchup, we have Vegemite racing out of the orange lane, taking on Grimace in the blue lane. What a matchup. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. And it's Vegemite with the huge hole shot coming out of the gate down the ramp, extremely fast through the loops with a huge jump. Down the power boost ramp, oh, has a hard landing and flips. Grimace is catching up over the back obstacle, makes the pass and takes the win. Wow. Vegemite was so far ahead, I thought it was an easy win for that truck, but didn't stick the landing and Grimace steals it away. Let's take another look. Coming out of the gate, it's Vegemite in the orange lane. Watch that truck. It's extremely fast, like it's spreading Vegemite all over some bread. Huge jump from that truck down the power boost ramp. It gets wiped out at the back obstacle, and Grimace takes the win. What an awesome run. All right, racing fans, that right there has to be one of the biggest come-from-behind victories we have ever seen. And it's Grimace taking the win, moving on into the second round of racing. That truck was so smooth and fast. That was awesome. Now let's head back up to the starting gate and see what the next pair has in store. All right, here's your next matchup. We have the Silver Shaker in the orange lane taking on Steampunk Zombie in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Gate drops and rough, and it's the Silver Shaker with the whole shot coming out of the gate down the ramp extremely fast through the loops with the a big jump, but Steampunk Zombie's not done catching up over the back obstacle, but Silver Shaker takes the win by about a truck length. Wow, that was a close matchup. About 2 more feet of track, and I think the Steampunk Zombie might have come steaming back to get that win, but it is Silver Shaker moving on. Let's take another look. As the gate drops, it's Silver Shaker with the hole shot coming down the ramp extremely fast as that truck goes through the loops with the big jump. But Steampunk Zombie lands on the YouTube power boost ramp, starts putting the power down to gain some of that back, but Silver Shaker takes the win. What a run. That right there has got to be the smoothest run from both trucks we've had here so far in the tournament, and it's Silver Shaker getting to the line first to move on into the second round of racing. We'll see more of that silver streak here coming up soon, but now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got 2 more ready to go. And here we go with Monster Mutt Cuts racing out of the orange lane, taking on the Leopard Queen in the blue lane. Let's go racing! And we're off, and it's Monster Mutt Cuts out of the gate like it's a dog race extremely fast as it goes inverted. Big jump from that truck. Leopard Queen trying to catch up as Monster Mutt Cuts flips and lands on the wheels, somehow still makes it to the line. Wow, what a wild race. Monster Mutt Cuts with the little freestyle there at the end of the track, doing a flip and still taking the win. What an awesome run. Let's watch it again. As the gate drops, it's Monster Mutt Cuts in the orange lane, faster out of the gate, pulling away, coming down the ramp, extremely fast as it goes upside down with the big jump. It has problems on the lane and landing and starts to flip. Leopard Queen trying to catch up over the back obstacle, but Monster Mutt Cuts gets to the line first. What a matchup. Well, viewers, I'm not sure what's going on here, but these Australian customs sure are fast. Monster Mutt Cuts takes the win, moving on into the second round, and now eliminates the third Our Time for Adventures trucks. We're getting beat here on our own track. This is wild. Let's head up to the starting gates now for the next one. Up next to the starting gate, we have Blank Slate in the orange lane, taking on Protective Instincts in the blue lane. Let's go racing! They're both fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp. They're wheel to wheel, headed towards the loops. Blank Slate a little faster through the loop, starts to open up a lead. Big jump from both trucks, but oh, Blank Slate has problems over the back obstacle. Protective Instincts passes at the very end for the win. Wow! Blank Slate was extremely fast through the loops and down the power boost ramp, but couldn't control the landing and allowed Protective Instincts to take the win. But is that little guy protected? It flipped upside down. Let's take another look. All right, fans, try not to blink. This is a close race. Out of the gate, the trucks are wheel to wheel coming down the ramp. As they go through the loops, it's Blank Slate pulling away by about 2 truck lengths with a big jump. As the hard landing starts to spin out over the obstacle, and Protective Instincts passes at the last moment for the win with an attempted backflip. Wow. Another huge come-from-behind victory here in this tournament. It is Protective Instincts taking the pass at the last minute to move into the next round. Awesome run from that truck. Blank Slate had an awesome-looking run, and it's a great-looking truck, but won't be moving on in this one. Let's head back up to the starting gates now for the next one. Up next, we have the GRC Jackson Storm in the orange lane, taking on Split Color Max D in the blue lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go. It's Jackson Storm with a huge hole shot coming out of the gate down the ramp. Look how fast that truck is through the loops. Big jump down the power boost ramp, continues to pick up speed, flies across the back obstacle, and takes the win with a big crash. Wow! Split Color Max D didn't stand a chance in that one. That Jackson Storm was way too fast. Split Color ends up on the side of the track over against the wall, checking it out. Let's take another look from the track cam. As the green flag flies, is Jackson Storm with a big hole shot coming out of the gate. 2, 3, 4 truck lengths ahead as it goes through the loop upside down. Big jump, lands on the YouTube power boost ramp, continues to power away with the big back obstacle jump and takes the win. Well, Split Color Max D is no longer in this tournament, but it's a beautiful looking truck if I don't say so myself. Maybe I'm a little biased, but in this race it is Jackson Storm taking the super fast win to move on into the next round. Awesome build and run from that truck. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got 2 more waiting on us. All right, up next, we have the last tournament winner, Monaco Monster in the orange lane, taking on Zombie Hunter in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. They're both fast out of the gate. Zombie Hunter pulled away a little bit, coming through the loops, extremely fast through the loops. Goes Monaco Monster with the big jump. Oh, but lands and spins out, flips over the back obstacle, and Zombie Hunter takes the win. Wow. Zombie Hunter went hunting here in that round and took out the previous winner from the Australian Customs Tournament. What a wild matchup. Let's take another look from the track cam, see what happened again. As the gate drops, it's both trucks fast out of the gate, but Zombie Hunter pulling away by about a half truck length. Monaco Monster extremely fast upside down with a huge jump, takes the lead but spins out. Too much power and can't keep traction as Zombie Hunter takes the win. What a matchup. Monaco Monster's such an awesome looking F1 monster truck, but just had a little too much power and lost traction on the landing. Zombie Hunter takes the win in this one, and we'll move on into the second round of racing. What an awesome run. Now, speaking of second round of racing, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out all the trucks moving on? What an incredible tournament these Australian customs have run so far, and look at this. Sitting over here in the pits is all four of the Our Time for Adventures custom monster trucks. They have already been eliminated, and we'll just be spectators here in the rest of the show. That is wild. But now let's take a look at the trucks moving on into the second round of racing. First up, we have the Hulk taking on the Grimace. Up next, we have For My Mummy will be facing Silver Shaker. Then we have Monster Mutt Cuts taking on Jackson Storm. And finally, the Family Feud of Protective Instincts taking on Zombie Hunter. Two awesome bloody trucks ready for a matchup. Let's head back up to the gates and get the racing started. All right, viewers, here we go. We have the Hulk in the orange lane taking on Grimace in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go, and it's the Hulk pulling away, coming out of the gate down the ramp super fast as it goes upside down. Big old Hulk with a big old jump down the power boost ramp, up over the back obstacle, and gets to the line for the win, all the way to the end of the track. What a super smooth run from that bright green Hulk. That was awesome. Unfortunately, it's the nice purple Grimace that didn't make it to the line in that one, hanging out with the fans over on the side of the track. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, it's the green truck pulling away out of the gate with the lead. 1-2 truck lengths ahead, coming down the ramp extremely fast as it goes upside down with a big smooth jump. And Grimace on the other side of the track starts at problems, goes off to the side, and actually runs into the spectators as Hulk takes the win. Well, viewers, here in the second round of racing, it's the custom-made Australia trucks once again taking a win. The Hulk takes the win and is the first truck to move on into the semi-final round. We'll see more of that truck here shortly. But now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got two more lined up and waiting on us. And up next, we have For My Mummy in the orange lane taking on Silver Shaker in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Gate drops and they're off, and both trucks with a lot of speed out of the gate, coming down the ramp, heading towards the loops. Look at them go upside down there, wheel to wheel. Big jump from Silver Shaker down the power boost ramp, pulling away from For My Mummy, and takes the win with an attempted backflip at the end of the track. What a fast run from that Silver Shaker. That thing was like a silver streak coming down the track. Let's take another look at this extremely quick race from the track cam. As the gate drops, both trucks are fast out of the gate as they come down that ramp, picking up speed, going towards the loops. They are side by side, but coming through the loops, it's the Silver Shaker with a little more speed and a big jump. Once it lands on that power boost ramp, continues to power away and takes the win. Look at that freestyle at the end. Awesome run. Seriously, love the color combination on that For My Mummy truck. That is so bright and awesome. But in this one, it's Silver Shaker taking the win to move on into the semi-final round. That truck's been fast here all day. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we're getting word two more trucks are ready to go. Next to the track, we have Monster Mutt Cuts in the orange lane taking on GRC Jackson Storm in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Monster Mutt Cuts once again pulling away, coming down the ramp extremely fast through the loop. Big jump front bolt truck, but Monster Mutt Cuts once again has a big crash. GRC Jackson Storm flies across the line for the win with a big wild flip at the end of the track. That truck got some air off of that backflip ramp. That was cool. Monster Mutt Cuts extremely fast, coming down the ramp through the loops, but had a big crash. Let's take another look. Green flag flies and Monster Mutt Cuts is pulling away, coming down the ramp by about a truck length, headed to the loops. Extremely fast to the loops with a big jump, but hard landing on that nose, flips over and loses speed as Jackson Storm takes the win. Look at that jump at the end. Awesome. Monster Mutt Cuts has done great here so far in this tournament, but Jackson Storm carried a ton of speed over the back with a huge jump, takes the win and moves on into the semi-final round. That was an awesome little freestyle jump there at the end of the track. That truck really got some air. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because we have a family feud waiting for us. Next up, we have two MonsterJam Hustler Australia trucks with Protective Instincts taking on Zombie Hunter. Let's go racing. Both these customs extremely fast out of the gate, coming down the ramp. They're fast as they go upside down through the loop. Zombie Hunter pulling away, but Protective Instincts down the power boost ramp, catching up. Oh, but has problems over the back obstacle bicycles, and Zombie Hunter takes the win. Wow. Protective Instincts had a little bobble there at the end while trying to catch up to pass for the lead. Zombie Hunter gets to the line first, takes the win, and we'll move on into the semifinals. I think someone might be sleeping on the couch tonight. Let's take another look. As the green flies and the gate drops, it's Zombie Hunter with a little bit of a lead, coming down the ramp, headed towards the loops. Protective Instincts with an extremely fast loop and a big jump, starting to catch up, but bobbles there on the landing and can't take the win. And Zombie Hunter moving on. What a wild race. Two awesome looking custom trucks from the same family of builders, and it's hard to pick a favorite, but they both had an awesome race here today, and it's Zombie Hunter taking the win, moving on into the semifinals. And you know, speaking of the semifinal round, what do you say we head on over to the pits and check out all the trucks moving on into the next round of racing? All right, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, here we go. We're moving on into the semifinals, and that means 12 trucks have already been eliminated, including this one right here, the Monaco Monster, which took the championship for the custom builders race. That truck was extremely fast, but got knocked out of this one. And look, there's only one truck left from the promoters team. This is wild. These Australian customs are doing absolutely incredible here, and they might take another win today. Let's find out by starting with the semifinals. We have the Hulk and Jackson Storm, as well as the Silver Shaker and Zombie Hunter. These are the 4 final trucks left, but which of these 4 will move on into the finals for their chance at gold up here on the gold podium? The winner in this race will be taking home a gold trophy and podium from Our Time for Adventures. So let's head back up to the starting gates and get these races started. And up first to the track, we have the Hulk in the orange lane taking on GRC Jackson Storm in the blue lane. Who's moving on? Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. And it's Jackson Storm once again with the whole shot coming down the ramp extremely fast as it goes upside down. Big jump from that truck. Oh, the Hulk has problems, goes off to the side and slams into one of the spectators. Jackson Storm tries a backflip at the end of the track after taking the win. What a fast run from that truck. But the Hulk had a little problem on the landing, veered off to the side and slammed into that TPF truck over there spectating. That was wild. Let's take another look. As the gate drops, coming down the ramp, it's GRC Jackson Storm in the blue lane. Super fast, coming down through the loops with a big jump. Smooth run, takes the win, but watch the Hulk. Lands hard, goes off to the side, just clips that tire of TPF and takes the flip. Wow. All right, racing fans, the first semi-final round is down, and it's GRC Jackson Storm moving on into the finals, and the Hulk will have to race one more time to try to secure 3rd place in this tournament. What an awesome matchup. But now let's head back up to the starting gates because we got 2 more ready for their semi-final run now. And up next to the track, we have the Silver Shaker in the orange lane taking on the Zombie Hunter in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Wheel to wheel out of the gate, and Silver Shaker starts to pull away, coming down the hill extremely fast as they go inverted. Look at that jump from both trucks. Silver Shaker with that huge jump down the power boost ramp continues to pull away. Zombie Hunter with problems doesn't make it to the line, slams the wall as Silver Shaker takes the win. What an awesome run from that truck. That Silver Shaker's been an extremely fast truck here for the last 4 races of this tournament. Tries a little freestyle at the end. What an awesome run. But it's Zombie Hunter with problems over the back obstacles, slamming the wall and not making the line. Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, the trucks are wheel to wheel out of the gate, but coming down the hill, it's Silver Shaker starting to pull away. Extremely fast upside down, huge jump off the loop, down the power boost ramp, and flies over the back obstacle for the win. What an awesome run. What another awesome Australian custom monster truck matchup that was. And in this one, it's Silver Shaker taking the win to move on into the finals. And Zombie Hunter will have to race one more time to try to get 3rd place here in this tournament. All right, everyone, what do you say we head on over to the pits one last time and check out the matchups for the final round? All right, race fans, it is time to crown a champion for this Australian tournament. Racing for 3rd place here today, we have the Hulk taking on Zombie Hunter. And for your final round matchup, 2 of the fastest trucks we've had here all tournament long, we have GRC Jackson Storm and Silver Shaker. Silver Shaker has had some extremely fast runs in the first 3 rounds of this tournament. It's ready to hit the track. GRC Jackson Storm has always had that speed on those Disney Cars movies and is ready to hit that starting gate one more time. Which of these 2 trucks is going to take the win? Let's find out now. And here we go, fans, your race for 3rd place. We have the Hulk in the orange lane taking on Zombie Hunter in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Fast out of the gate, they're wheel to wheel coming down the hill super fast as they go upside down. Wheel to wheel off that loop, jump big air from both trucks. Zombie Hunter with problems on the landing, spins out, goes off to the side. The Hulk will take 3rd place. What a run. All the way up the backflip ramp at the end of the track, crashes and lands on the finish line. What an awesome showing from that truck, but the Zombie Hunter 2 races in a row meets that wall on the side of the track. Let's take another look. They're wheel to wheel out of the gate as the green flag flies. They're side by side coming down the hill. Watch them as they go upside down. They're door to door. Big jump from both trucks. Zombie Hunter lands, has problems with traction, goes off to the side and slams the wall as Hulk takes the win. Well, viewers, Our Time for Adventures was eliminated early on, which makes sense because it's an Australian race, but the promoter for the Australia MonsterJam Hustlers page is also eliminated, and the Hulk will take third place here today. What an awesome run from that truck. Now it's time for the race everybody's been waiting for. That's right, viewers, this is your final round matchup for the Australian Custom Tournament. We have the fastest two trucks lined up in the gate ready to go. We have the GRC Jackson Storm in the orange lane, taking on Silver Shaker in the blue lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. They're wheel to wheel as they come down the hill, picking up speed as they go upside down through the loop. Both trucks side by side off that loop, jump big air, down the power boost ramp, they're even over the back obstacle, and it's a close race at the line. Wow! This is the closest race we've had here so far in this tournament, and I'm not sure which truck won, and it's for the final round win. What is going on? That was incredible. Was it Silver Shaker or Jackson Storm? Let's take another look. As the green flag flies, watch them close because these trucks are wheel to wheel the whole way. Down the ramp they go, upside down it is. Big air off the jump from both trucks down the power boost ramp at the line. It is Jackson Storm by a half of a tire taking the win. What an awesome race. Look at that air up the backflip ramp. Wow. Well, viewers, it doesn't get any closer than that, and these two fast customs really know how to put on a show. And for this race, it is GRC Jackson Storm taking the win in the overall podium here in the final Australian Customs Tournament. What an awesome run and showing from that truck. Now, what do you say we head on over to the Our Time for Adventure Winter Square and check out all the trucks that deserve to be there? Check out all these amazing custom monster trucks sent all the way from Australia just to run here on Our Time for Adventures. All of these trucks have been absolutely incredible, and we are absolutely honored that they are here racing on our replica track. It's been such a cool tournament, and we can't wait to do more of these. Here's the fastest 4 trucks for the tournament overall. Look at this up here on this podium. This has been absolutely incredible. Bringing home 4th place, we have Zombie Hunter, and I want to thank its builder, Richard Potter from MonsterJam Hustlers Australia, for making this tournament happen. We absolutely appreciate you, and we couldn't have done this tournament without your help sending these trucks to the United States. And bringing home 3rd place, we have the Hulk. That's a beautiful green paint scheme on that truck. Love the custom decals and great run from that truck here today. Bringing home 2nd place, we have the Silver Shaker. Love the paint scheme on this truck with that patina finish. I've said it all race long. That truck's incredible. And bringing home the gold podium and gold trophy, we have the GRC Jackson Storm. That trophy and podium are going home with you to display your winning truck in your collection. Great race and great build. We can't wait to do more of these, and we'll see y'all here soon. Let's help these trucks celebrate their wins. All right, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, this is Clayton with Our Time for Adventures, and that right there was the Australia MonsterJam Hustlers Custom Diecast Monster Truck Tournament. We had 32 custom trucks sent in from fans, 4 trucks sent in from MonsterJam Hustlers Australia, and 4 trucks from yours truly, Our Time for Adventures, for a total tournament count of 40 monster trucks. This was an absolutely incredible tournament to put on, and we are honored that our fans sent in these trucks for us to race. We cannot wait to do one of these tournaments again, and make sure you subscribe to Our Time for Adventures YouTube to catch more racing action coming soon. We will have more tournaments posted weekly, and we cannot wait to do another big race like this. We'll see you at the next race, so stick around. Thank you for watching. Thanks again for watching Our Time for Adventures. Until next time.